There's no room for error for these two teams. South Dakota and three-year starting quarterback Aiden Bauman could lock up a postseason trip with a win in their final game of the season today. The SIU Salukis, led by DJ Williams, need a senior day win to keep their hopes alive. MVFC football is coming up next. The winds of November have arrived in Southern Illinois. You learn a lot about what teams are made of this time of year. And the FCS Playoff Committee is about to learn a little bit more about two teams on the bubble as Southern Illinois hosts South Dakota. Welcome inside Saluki Stadium, everybody. I'm Larry Larson with Pat Poore. And Coach, you've coached in these games. How do you keep your emotions in check?
Well, you want all the recognition and the flowers for your players, but you go back to your process and your system and your routine, and that's really what it's all about, especially not just because it's the next game, but because it is a big game.
Digging into the MVFC standings, both these teams probably need 8 wins to get in, especially if you're SIU, considering that one of your 6 wins right now is a Division II win. USD likely last 4 in, SIU first 4 out, as we're looking at it right now. Our impact players today brought to you by SIU College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences. For South Dakota, it's LJ Phillips, their centerpiece in the run game.
Tremendous back in a league full of tremendous backs. Has it all: speed, power, vision, ball security, and from jump has plugged into their system in a big-time way. His stats are off the charts.
The Salukis' leading rusher is their quarterback, DJ Williams.
Yeah, another guy in a quarterback-filled league has had the cape on, running, throwing. He's done it all.
Again.
And, you know, Pat, that ground game could play a really big factor because of that win today, but boy, is it warm.
Yes, I mean, for a November day, couldn't have asked for a nicer day. Playing noon football. College football is supposed to be played on Saturdays at noon.
It's supposed to be snowy this time of year, though. We will take this weather.
For sure, for sure. Always love playing in good weather as opposed to bad weather.
And we're already seeing the effects of the wind as Zeke Mata, the kicker for South Dakota, approached, but all fell off the tee. Wind is blowing towards the north end of the stadium. Salukis won the toss. They elected to receive. So South Dakota will get the kick second half.
This guy's got a huge leg, huge leg. I don't know that the wind that we're getting right now is going to have a lot of effect on him.
Two teams right on the edge of the playoff picture going at it today in Carbondale, and we start with a touchback. Let's hear from the third member of our team, Taylor Lawrence.
Thank you, guys. Today is an amazing day here in Carbondale. It is senior day, not only for myself, but for some players on the team. And 2 seniors I want to recognize that are on the injury list is defensive backs CJ Parsons and Jagger Williams. They have had a successful season so far, and I wish them nothing but the best. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for that, Taylor. Those are 2 missing pieces in SIU's secondary that we'll get to here in a little bit. But DJ Williams, the all-conference level quarterback, starts his senior day at the 25-yard line with the rest of the offense. Williams to pass on first down. Throws it out wide for his favorite target, Vincent Davis. It's a pickup of 6 on first down.
Yeah, good starter play right there. Safe throw. Picked up 7. Puts you in good position, moving the chains. And South Dakota comes out there in an odd front, 3-man front, playing coverage.
3-4 is their base defense. And this Coyotes defense, Pat, kind of reminds you a little bit of Iowa's system.
Yeah, really good technique, really good discipline in terms of their fits and how they play up front, especially those 2 edge guys.
2 high safeties. They've been good at preventing big plays all year. Williams will tuck and run. He slides down. First down for SIU. They've been excellent on opening drives all season long.
Yeah, it's been a mainstay of their successful Saturdays, and it all starts with DJ right there.
First read play of the game, right decision.
Yeah, just a quarterback read play. Stuck his foot, got the first down, moved the chains.
Jay Jones, wide open, right into the bucket. SIU right on the board first.
Big time throw and catch by the Salukis right there. had them set up. They were rolling to one high, and Jay Jones got behind the corner, and a beautiful ball. Nice catch and throw for the tutty.
Jones' 5th touchdown catch of his 6th season in Carbondale. What a senior season he has had. A big catch on the opening series last week. Youngstown State and Salukis lost there. Starts his game in a big way here today. Paul Halen, another senior from the Netherlands, boots it through. And perfect and extra points this season. 41 of 41 now after that game. DJ Williams to Jay Jones, senior to senior, starts us off on senior day at SIU. Only 3 plays on the opening series. DJ Williams to Jay Jones for a long touchdown pitch and catch. Look at this dime.
Yeah, just a straight go route by Jay Jones, and it was protected well. And like I said, caught him rolling cover 1 to the middle of the field, and just a great starter play.
Paul Halen chips it kind of short, and it's reeled in by Tennell Bryant, junior from Cincinnati. Stays on his feet, bouncing off tacklers, going down the sideline before he's dragged down by Halen. What a start for USD's special teams unit that's been big all year.
Yeah, and great execution by the Yotes there on the kickoff return. It's almost like Southern Illinois was expecting to just chip that, get a fair catch, ball at the 25 or the 30, and he brought it out, and right there, missed tackle, second missed tackle, caught a little spurt, and really flips the field position-wise, which is huge for this Coyote offense.
So Aiden Bauman, third-year starting quarterback, as his first drive start in SIU territory. Bauman, this could be his final game for the Coyotes. He doesn't want that to be the case, and his teammates don't want it to be the case. The lefty connects on his first pass to L.J. Phillips, Valley's leading rusher, has a catch on first down.
Yeah, starter play for the drive. You expect them to hand the ball to Phillips. They come out, hard play action, throw him the ball in the flat. And like I said, this is kind of what their offense does. They just matriculate the ball down the field with positive plays, and they keep stacking them, and then all of a sudden they've got a good drive and a touchdown.
Talking about Aiden Bauman, we had a chance to chat with head coach Travis Johansson, and he said he really values the position of quarterback and everything that comes with it. Makes him such a great teammate and an effective passer. There's the end around to Carson Fletcher. True freshman back. Mixes in occasionally with Phillip. Brings up third down and short.
Yeah, going back to Bauman, really plays the position well. You can see as far as the motions, the shifts, the trades with the tight ends, then the protections, and then actually even getting them in the best play versus defensive looks. Does a great job of that.
Come out in the pistol here. Phillips right behind him. Fletcher to his right. Lorenzo Fenner, the only wide receiver, their leading target. Phillips on the ground, bounces it to the outside. He's got a first down run.
Two things out of that play. That's South Dakota offense right there. Good old ISO. They had a fullback H player leading it. And then on the flip side, defensively for Southern Illinois, almost a missed tackle there for an explosive play.
LJ Phillips forces a lot of missed tackles. Get this stat, Pat. I can't get over this. Of Phillips' 1,400 yards, over 1,000 of them have come after contact, according to PFF. Just nuts. Oto, the rock again, right up the gut, and he does not get away from Andrew Payne. Senior from Wisconsin gets in there, clamps onto his ankle.
Exactly what Southern has to do on defense is string those zone schemes out, and then those linebackers and safeties, you can see the fit by Boehm right there. Boom, downhill in the hole, and held it to a minimum gain.
Boehm returned to the lineup last week after missing 4 games. He's a guy who's battled injuries throughout his career. So great for SIU to have him on the field on his senior day.
Physical, really good tackler, plays the position really well.
So it's 2nd down and 9. Bauman sends Tennell Bryant across the formation. Throws over the middle and connects with Zach Whitty, the redshirt senior tight end, close to the line to gain. It's going to be 3rd down and very short.
Yeah, tough to miss him. 6'6", 255-pound tight end, sitting down in the soft spots in those under zones. And like I said, that's another big piece of this offense is the ability to drop back pass and have huge targets like that.
All 3 of their tight ends that cycle through are 6'6". Just a bunch of big dudes. They're going to go out of the Wildcat here. Reed Watkins under center, and the ball's kicked. Who's on it? South Dakota is. Oh, one of their big men, Wyatt Lawson, the center, had to hustle for it, and he fell on it. That turned into a soccer match real quick.
That was a foot race to the scrum on the ball on the ground. Pig's loose right there, and you can see the foot race going on. And like I said, fortunately for South Dakota, they got back on top of it. Moved the sticks with it.
Pig's loose. You could almost hear the squealing from up here.
Oh, yeah. Chaotic play right there.
So South Dakota, with the fumble, picks up the 1st down. It's 1st down and goal. Bauman play action. Throws for Fenner. Touchdown, Coyotes. Lorenzo Fenner continues his big year. Top 5 in the league in receiving yards. He hauls in a touchdown, and they could tie it with an extra point.
Yeah, Bauman had all day. You can see right here he had all day off the play action, and that allowed Fenner to run that over route clear across the field, and the Saluki defense just didn't pass him off to anybody, and he was wide-o in the middle of the end zone.
Breakout star for South Dakota this year. You just can't leave him alone. You could tell Vinny Pierre had to sprint back. Couldn't catch up in time. The extra point is good from Will Leyland. And just like that, we're tied at 7. We'll step aside. What a start for both offenses.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm.
Yeah.
It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words?
Yep.
Just one. It's a long one. Dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Look out! That's Batman!
I think I just heard the echo
Do a
again.
podcast or something. That's hurtful.
We can't stay away from it.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
1 in 5 children in America go to bed hungry. That's why Kroger has donated 3.4 billion meals to families in America.
Skinnier guy.
Join us in ending childhood hunger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Romwell Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romward pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It is so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at romwardchevy.com and we'll send you home happy.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, time flies. And now, thanks to Veterans Airport of Southern Illinois, you can too. Starting at just $69 one way with Contour Airlines. Save money and time with daily flights, free parking, fast boarding, and only 1 hour flight times between Southern Illinois and Chicago O'Hare. So maximize your time and speed things up by visiting veteransairport.com because time flies. Rules and restrictions apply.
Salukis score on their first drive. So does South Dakota. There's Travis Johansson in his first season, elevated from associate head coach / defensive coordinator. Stays in the program, and he's picked up right where Bob Nielsen left off, building a competitive team, and he's kind of had to do it from scratch this year.
Yeah, first-year coach and had to almost do a complete roster rebuild in this portal era. Not an easy thing.
Lost a lot of all-conference and even some all-American guys, as the boot from Mata goes for a touchback. So SIU's second drive starts at the 25.
Going back to South Dakota's touchdown drive, had the loose ball, fumble that they were able to recover on. They have not turned the ball over in 5 games, and that's probably the first ball that's been on the ground for them in a month.
They've played really, really clean football. They have had their backs against the wall for some time now. Back-to-back wins over top 10 teams to keep their playoff hopes alive. They started the season 2-3. They've won 5 of their last 6. Salukis keep it on the ground here with Edward Robinson. He's been a breakout star, but he gets shoveled out to the outside. Time to take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Vic Koenig Chevrolet, home of the lifetime powertrain coverage.
Yeah, for South Dakota, obviously establishing that run game to set up the rest of the offense, the play-action pass, and then obviously can't allow explosive plays to SIU, which we just saw. And for Southern Illinois, got to stop the run, keep them under 100 yards, and then score points, which they've done that so far.
Williams is looking deep, keeps it down low for Robinson, and he is clocked from both sides. Matt Walsh, first-year starter, former walk-on, gets there for the stop.
Talk about first and second down production defensively. The first snap of this drive, South Dakota strings that counter play out, and then you can really see the impetus of why they're good on defense. People running to the ball and tackling, getting people on the ground.
It's their defense that has really led this season turnaround, especially that pass defense has improved. Williams feeling the pressure, flips it out for Robinson. What a toss to move the sticks.
Wow, that's DJ Williams in a nutshell right there. Superman play. You watch here on the replay. They brought pressure from the field, 5-man pressure. He steps up and climbs the pocket, and just naturally, little Doug Flutie flip and move the sticks. Great conversion right there for the Salukis.
Well, SIU's quarterbacks coach Ryan McVicker maybe said it best. He said there are plays in a game that he just takes into his own hands, and that was one of them.
Yeah, real fixer. He can fix a lot of things and plays really well in what we call off-schedule plays like that, where he gets moved off his spot, plays kind of breaking down. He's able to create positive plays, not only with his feet, but like what you saw right there, a nice little flip.
Ball start, offense number 67, 5-yard penalty, it's first down.
Lane Howley, the left tackle, flinched a little bit. This is a Salukis offensive line that's been a little banged up. Aiden Logan, the starting left guard, not able to go today, so Jacob Katauskas starting for him. Cam Dye, the right tackle, was questionable, but he's given it a go.
Yeah, if you're the Salukis, you hope that's not a drive killer type penalty. Anytime you have dead ball fouls, they're usually not good.
Here's Chandler Chapman, the JUCO transfer, keeping the legs churning. Aiden Quinn gets in there to push him forward. The productive gain on first down.
Initial contact, Gabe Hartman.
Chapman, the Salukis' leading rushing running back. Like we mentioned at the top of the show, Williams leads the team in rush yards, also top 10 in the Valley in that category.
Very versatile player. He plays in the pass game, the run game, the protections. Really good football player, A.J. Quinn.
Quinn in the slot here. Williams left alone. He throws over the middle for Vincent Davis. Roman Tillman quickly on the scene. He pushes him backwards, but forward progress is going to make this third down and about 3 near midfield.
Yeah, a nice play, throwing the little China route, makes this manageable on third down, which Southern Illinois has been really good all year, third down conversion. They've maintained drives, and for an explosive perceived offense, they've done a good job throughout the year of some 10, 12 play drives, eating up 6, 7, 8 minutes of clock.
Top 10 in the nation in third down conversion percentage. Williams with lots of time, throws over the middle. Robinson, one of the stars on this drive. First down.
Yeah, a nice example there of playing the position by DJ Williams. Didn't have anything down the field. He's looking deep. Throws a little check down on the halfback option route to Robinson and moves the chains again.
Robinson red hot to start the game. 3 receptions for the running back. He'll get the carry here, charging forward, wrapped up after a pretty minimal gain. A whole lot of Coyotes in there, including Nate Ewell at the bottom of the pile. Second team preseason All-American. Only one of 2 returning starters for this defense.
Yeah, and again, you can see the effect of their edge players there. Southern Illinois ran the counter play. They blew it up, wrong-armed it, and really strung it out.
Second down and 8. Williams, lots of time. Now he's going to launch it. Looking for Schwindeman, and he hauls it in. Ryan Schwindeman, the senior tight end, looked like an outfielder there. Brought down at the 5.
Yeah, tremendous, what we call scramble drill. DJ Williams had all day, and Schwindeman, being a tight end on a deep route, you can see it right here late. He makes a great adjustment to go back up the field, and DJ just put it out there and gave him a chance. A great example of being a guy who can make a 50-50 ball play and puts him in great position down here deep in the low red zone.
Shows a lot of trust in his teammates with a throw like that. Sean Lester Jr., senior running back, gets the carry. No, it's a fake. Williams strung out wide and tripped up. Good play on the outside by the cornerback, R.J. Stewart, to save the touchdown for now.
Yeah, being really critical as an old quarterback coach there. DJ might have missed a cut there. It was blocked pretty well right at the goal line, and DJ could have maybe stuck his foot and got north and south and gotten to pay dirt on that. But again, they're in good shape down here in the low red inside the 5-yard line.
Williams having an all-time season in terms of scoring touchdowns, 14 on the ground. Got 19 through the air. Run to the right side, going nowhere. Williams stopped on back-to-back plays. It's third down and goal. Coyotes defense holding the line.
You can see right here, line movement by the defensive end really created some upheaval in that play. That's a +1 quarterback run that South Dakota just filled with a bunch of hats.
Let's see if they go to Lester here. They keep it with Williams. Instead, a floater looking for Miles Marshall, and he's got him. First career touchdown for Miles Marshall puts SIU back in front.
Southern Illinois, along with a lot of people in the country, with these type of quarterbacks that can run and throw. The old Tim Tebow, Florida, quarterback power pass. Everybody sucks up on the quarterback, looking like a +1 run, and that tight end slips. You can see right here, Marshall fake blocks, slips, runs the corner route, wide open. Great decision by DJ Williams there to get the touchdown.
Kalen's extra point with Miles Marshall staying out there to block for him. Those are the guys you really feel good for. Marshall, almost a career special teamer, has gotten some good run at the tight end position this year. His touchdown catch puts SIU in the driver's seat. Back and forth we go early in Carbondale. Marshall's career at SIU is a touchdown to put the Salukis ahead on his senior day. 14-7. Glad you're with us. Still in the early going. Lots of action and a key late season game between two bubble teams. Larry Larson, Pat Poore. And Pat, USD's defense almost came up with a really good stand there.
Yeah, they're making a lot of plays at the second level. Gabriel, Hartman, Tillman are all guys that are fitting and stopping those run plays. SIU countering with some tight end production. The long pass to Schwindeman and then the touchdown to Miles Marshall, both tight ends.
DJ Williams with an 8 of 8 start for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kalen with another short kick. This one is going to be fair caught on the slide by a tight end suiting up on special teams for South Dakota. That's Mason Cowgill. As we take a look at scoring drive for SIU, that one a little bit of a more long, drawn-out one as opposed to a quick strike on that first one.
Yeah, I was alluding to that earlier. You see the explosive plays out of a Southern Illinois offense, but that's a great marker right there. 11 plays, 6 minutes off the clock, 75 yards. That's a winning type football drive.
All just shy of the 30 for Aiden Bauman, and his second drive he gives to L.J. Phillips, and he is surrounded in the backfield. He didn't have a chance that time to pull one of his magic acts. Colin Bohannon, the senior, gets there for the stop.
Yeah, really nice play here by Bohannon. He's the backside cutback player, and saw it, read it, fit it, and grabbed a body part, got him on the ground, which is no easy task with L.J. Phillips.
We mentioned the 2 key safety injuries for SIU today. They're also without Chris Presto, one of the team's leading tacklers on that field side at linebacker. The rest of the linebacker crew is really going to have to step up. They keep it with Phillips. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. The ball is loose for the second time. And for the second time, the Coyotes get on it. This is uncharacteristic for them.
Yeah, very fortunate for South Dakota to get back on that ball. Great job right here, putting a hat on the football. Bang, right there, you see it. Vincent Pierre just put his face mask right on the ball, and against a back who's noted for his ball security. Really good signs if you're a defensive player for Southern Illinois.
So Phillips comes off. Carson Fletcher will give him a blow here. 3rd down and 10. This is a spot where you just got to trust your senior quarterback, Aiden Bauman. Lots of time flushed out. Bauman is going to tuck and run. He's got plenty of room. 1st down for the Coyotes.
Boy, that's the thing with Bauman. By no means is he considered a dual guy, a runner. But when you give up the edge in your pass rush lane, he's a guy that he can hurt you there. You know, everybody was covered downfield, made a good decision, tucked the ball, ran, picked up the 1st down on 3rd and long. That's a big conversion.
Veteran guys just know when to make a decision like that, and you've got 2 quarterbacks in this game who make a lot of right decisions. Martin's the man in motion. Pitch out wide. It's Watkins who somersaults, brought down near the 50. And it looks like it's going to be close to the line to gain. And what's the call? It's about a yard short.
Yeah, nice tackle by Gavin Shepard, the corner there. He was on a little crack replace, and wish he could have got a little bit more of body to not let that forward progress get it to 2nd and short here.
Watkins again out there in the pistol. He'll carry the rock again, bounces it to the outside, and he's brought down by Jeremiah McClendon, but not before he gets the line to gain. Back-to-back good carries from Reed Watkins, who transferred in from Texas after a redshirt season there. Just earned a scholarship this fall.
Yeah, you can tell he's a good back. Showed a lot of patience there. Play was stuffed from the get-go, and he just bounced it outside, took his time, got some positive yardage out of it.
Ball into Saluki territory now at the 49. Bowes in tight as Bauman completes to Tyson Bowes. And of about 4 on 1st down. Bowes may be the tallest regular target for the Coyotes at 6'4". He stepped into a larger role this season. And that catches the final play of the 1st quarter. Now, defense so key for South Dakota on this comeback of theirs this season. Salukis have cracked them for 2 touchdowns. 2nd quarter coming up next. prowl into Saluki territory. We move into the second quarter of a key late season matchup in the MVFC. So glad you're along for the ride. At second down and medium, Braden Bauman and company. Tight formation. Bauman back to throw. And he's going to loft it long, looking for Fenner. He's got it on the 50-50 ball. He's had so many catches like that this season.
Yeah, you watch that play, just a straight go route, but a veteran move by Fenner right at the point of catch. He got a little bit of shield. You'll see him right here with his right arm. Got a little bump, created some space, was able to go up and make the catch. And again, another move the chains, puts him down in the red zone. And good execution, not only by South Dakota, but also Southern Illinois offensively.
Fenner didn't have a catch last season. This year he's got 30, including a touchdown today. Carson Fletcher up the gut. The true freshman keeping the legs moving. Productive gainer on first down.
Tyson Fletcher, watching that run, reminds me of an ex-South Dakota tailback, Travis Tice. Like rolling ball of butcher blades. I mean, the feet never stop, physical, finishes runs, falling forward, the whole 9 yards.
This is a run game that has been explosive for years. It's not just L.J. Phillips. Last year, Charles Pierre led the Valley in rushing yards. Tice right behind him, both over 1,000. A lot of that having to do with this coaching staff that didn't turn over a lot, even with Johansson in his first year at the helm. L.J. Phillips back in there, coughed it up on his last run. Bauman will keep it. Looking for an option, and he dirts it.
Veteran decision right there by Bauman. As much zone run as South Dakota does, you're going to see him bootleg a lot. And good coverage by Southern Illinois in the back end, and he pretty much just threw that one away, put it in the dirt at the guy's feet.
So a third down spot for the Coyotes in the red zone. Only 39% on third down this season for South Dakota, compared to 44% a year ago. Bauman motions Martins, goes to Phillips, punching his way. He's through. Touchdown, South Dakota. 15th touchdown of the year for L.J. Phillips. And back and forth we go into the second quarter.
Great example right there of what South Dakota's go-to play is. It's inside zone. They're in 12 personnel, both tight ends in the game, and you can see he stays on track, got the first glimpse of an opening and stuck his foot and then powered his way in. Showed that power and that speed.
Well, compare that to what stood to be the game-winning run last week over SDSU. That was cake right there.
Yeah, and that's a third down in the red zone call. You're handing the ball to your top tailback and just going, hey, you got to stop this.
Leyland's point after is plenty good. 14 up early in the second quarter.
Since 1907, we've been One Valley. United institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities, and nurturing the next generation of leaders who care about more than just wins. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are One Valley.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month or get 2.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Ready for a local getaway that feels like a world of its own? Escape the ordinary and discover the charm of Southern Illinois. with local wineries, live concerts, farmers markets, and scenic trails to explore. There's an adventure tailored for every taste bud and passion. Our breathtaking lakes offer endless possibilities for adventure. Rent boats, jet skis, or kayaks, and explore our world. Visit Southern Illinois. Start your adventure today.
LJ Phillips with a touchdown run. South Dakota fans have heard that a lot this year. LJ Phillips touchdown run. We're tied at 14 early in the second quarter. This game is and everything we expected it to be so far, Pat Ford.
Good football game. Both offenses executing really well. Defensively, Southern Illinois missed a couple opportunities with the ball on the ground to maybe put a stop to that.
Kick sails back to Vincent Davis. He's dangerous, but not this time. Stacked up shy of the 30-yard line. And so DJ Williams and co will come back out. Taking another look at that touchdown run by Phillips. What strikes me, Pat, we've touched on it a few times today, is the tenacity. Look how many guys he touches on his way in.
Yeah, he broke an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage. You can see how he stayed on track, stayed in that aiming point, and then at some point put that foot in the ground, and, man, he buried it in the end zone.
First and 10 for SIU at the 29-yard line. Oh, hold that thought. Salukis will move it forward. Offsides on the kickoff.
Yeah, good starting field position for this drive. And for Southern Illinois, they got to just keep answering. They got to keep scoring. That was one of the keys to the game. They've got to score consistently all day long till triple zeros.
Williams off to a perfect start, 8 of 8, 138 yards. Play action. Throws long, looking for Jay Jones. Overshot him that time.
Yeah, tough throw right there for DJ Williams. South Dakota was playing cover 2. He was trying to hit the side pocket throw against cover 2 in that little bubble under the safety behind the corner, and just couldn't quite drop it in the bucket, so to speak.
Williams in his second season at SIU, started his career at Murray State. An Illinois boy. South side of Chicago from Harvey. Flips it out wide. Robinson turns it upfield. Short gain. Third down coming up.
Yeah, here's where your playbook gets a little bit limited. You know, you're in that 3rd and 7. You know, it's not long yardage, but it's not 3rd and 4 either. You can see about anything out of the Saluki offense here. But it's probably going to involve DJ Williams.
Salukis are 3 of 3 on 3rd down, but this is their longest one so far today. 3rd and 7. Williams, clean pocket over the middle. It's tipped up and caught. Vincent Davis, circus catch. First down, big gain. Wow.
Hey, some days, that's how it goes. Ball got tipped coming out of his hand at the line of scrimmage, fluttered a little bit, and then usually, you can see right here, usually a deflected pass a lot of times ends up with the defense. Salukis caught a break there, got the rebound, and huge explosive play there on 3rd down.
Mikey Munn almost had his 4th interception of the year. Instead, first down SIU into Coyote territory. It's on the ground with Edward Robinson bouncing off bodies. Hefty gain on first down. Pickup of about 6.
Yeah, a good play call from the standpoint of running the ball against that 3-4 look. 2 deep safeties, cover 2. Your box numbers match up well for your run game to be able to get body on body and have potentially good first down runs.
Robinson has been the primary back today. Still out there. Williams flips it out to him. Robinson's got the first down. It's the sideline. he just keeps on churning those legs.
Yeah, good example right there of perimeter blocking. Had Schwindeman, the tight end, out on the edge. Just a little speed option play to get the ball on the edge and take advantage of good blocking. Moves the sticks again.
Robinson was ineligible last year for SIU. He's climbed the depth chart from number 3 to arguably number 1 this season. Coaching staff really proud of his development. Williams zips it near sideline. Jones with the one-handed grab.
He got mossed. That was an OJB right there. One hand, great job, ball in a perfect spot by DJ. Put it on his back shoulder, and another huge explosive play by Southern Illinois right there.
Holy mackerel. Not a catch you see every day.
That's a, what do you call him, ESPN top 10 or maybe?
Maybe. We got to get Bristol on the line here. First down and goal for SIU. They've got Lem Wash, their short yardage guy out there. He started his career in South Dakota. Former Coyote gets the rock, plunges to the goal line. He's got it. Touchdown, SIU.
Wow, what a great run by Lem right there. Took DeJuan Lewis on mano a mano at the goal line, and that's Lem Wash's MO, is he is kind of the banger back for the Southern Illinois offense, and you can see it right there. I mean, he went toe-to-toe at the goal line for the touchdown. Really good play call, good run.
Knocked DeJuan Lewis's block off. Literally, helmet went flying. Wash with a touchdown on his senior day, his 3rd of the year. A player who doesn't exactly jump off when you look at the season stats, Pat, but he has been a big part of that run game and pass blocking.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of developed into the offense over the course of the season in terms of being a role player, so to speak. You see him a lot in short yardage. You see him down here deep in the red zone. And, you know, like I said, the play call there was really good. A little bit of misdirection, and that made the safety have to fit one-on-one with the back in space, and Lem Wash won that battle.
Halen with his 3rd extra point. The Salukis have had the ball 3 times, and they have 3 touchdowns. It's a 7-point lead over USD and a must-win game for the Dogs. Jay Williams, Nick Hill has that machine going. And taking a look at the stats for these two teams, Pat, if this game is going to be a shootout, that favors SIU. They've scored 25-plus in 7 of their 10 games, while South Dakota has only allowed more than 25 twice.
Yeah, South Dakota's prowess has been to defend the rush, and obviously Southern Illinois' strength has been to throw the ball and score points. They've had some good rush games, but by and large, the perception of Southern Illinois' offense is explosive. You better shut down DJ Williams throwing the ball first.
But tell you what, even though Coyotes haven't been in many shootouts this season, they've got playmakers and veterans who are capable of winning a game like that, even though they haven't really had to do it yet.
Yeah, oddly, this game isn't getting played the way you kind of thought it was going to be played.
South Dakota very much a time of possession team. Bauman play action. Rolls, throws, completes to Jack Martins. Shuffles the feet, and Johnny Schmidt wraps him up and pokes him out of bounds.
Started that drive out again with the naked bootleg off of the outside zone play, and you could tell there Bauman had all kinds of time for Martins to come across the field and be wide open out there with a lot of grass. Good tackle by Southern Illinois in space right there.
Johnny Schmidt starting at strong safety for C.J. Parson, who's down. Parson, one of the best players in SIU's secondary. Schmidt has not taken a ton of snaps this year. Big game for him. Bauman gives off to Carson Fletcher, and the freshman picks up 5, maybe a little bit more, trying to keep the pile moving. And the officials say, that's enough.
That's kind of the rhythm that we expected to see South Dakota play this game. Inside zone, run, physical, manageable, third downs, an occasional naked bootleg, down the field throw by Bauman. And it seems like they're trying to get in that rhythm right now.
We've got Watkins out there at back. Second down and manageable here. Bauman will throw over the middle, looking for Martins, and he slipped into that deep safety spot. Sliding catch for a big gain.
Yeah, Martins is that guy for South Dakota. Does a lot of the dirty work, runs a lot of the underneath routes, and you can see it here on the replay. Not a lot of pressure on Bauman. He was able to set his feet and catch him in the seam. Nice delivery. Another explosive pass play by South Dakota.
Martins, the most experienced wide receiver out there with Bauman. Man in motion. It's a give off to Tennell Bryant, and he is wrestled down. Colin Bohannock says, you shall not pass.
Yeah, really well defended play there by Southern Illinois' defense. Block destruction out here on the perimeter. Made that thing keep going east and west. And then, like I said, great job grabbing the body part, getting him on the ground, and creating a minus play, which South Dakota doesn't have a lot of negative plays.
No. Second down and 12. Colin Bohannock, there's a guy who you know is going to play with a lot of juice on his senior day. He wants his career to keep on going into the postseason. SIU probably needs to win its last 2 games to get that done. Fletcher spins by. Andrew Boehm gets a short gain. That was a nice spin move to prevent another negative play.
Yeah, a nice job of making the first one miss by the tailback. Southern Illinois brought Boehm on a Mike linebacker blitz and had him dead to rights. And like I said, great job of making the first one miss and at least getting a little bit of positive yardage out of it. But Southern Illinois got him in a good position here. Third and long again.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 11. Big third down here. Salukis defense trying to disrupt the back and forth rhythm of this game. Ball at the 31. Bauman gives to Watkins, running left, going nowhere. Gain of about 2, that's not going to get it done. And will they set up for the field goal here? They've got 2 guys with big legs.
Yeah.
And no, hold on. They're going to keep the offense on. Montrell Chazet stacked up that tackle there. So 4th down and about 9. Are you surprised here, Pat?
Yeah, a little bit. The conservative run call, I figured they were going to bring the big-legged kicker out, maybe try and hit one into the wind, but they're playing to win here today.
First 4th down for either team in this game. Bauman throws, completes, and he's short. Jeremiah McClendon pushed him out of bounds. Where's the spot?
That's going to be the key piece right there, Larry, is they stood him up, and then at what point are they going to say forward progress, which it looks like right now he was short.
Oh, that is so close. And you see Travis Johansson, he might be the closest one to that play.
Yeah, you watch the end of this play. Great second effort. He's fighting, he's fighting, he's fighting. You just don't know if that foot maybe hit the sideline.
Salukis offense back when we come back.
You and your friends who are freshly lifted off some prime kush are finishing off a pregame bev before a karaoke night out. What's the move? Take a ride share. Drive, it's no big deal.
Your ride is here.
Level passed. Now your only worry later is pizza or tacos, not a DUI. Drive sober or get pulled over. Can you make the right call? Head to itsnotagameinllinois.com/arcade to play.
Wren Lake Golf Complex, an outstanding play and stay 27-hole complex that's a delight for golfers of all skill levels with 5 sets of tees and extra large greens. The facility has a lighted driving range, practice areas, and a fully stocked pro shop. Lodging options include 2 and 3 bedroom luxury condos, lakeside cabins, and hotel rooms. In addition, you'll find a full-service restaurant and meeting facilities. Wren Lake Golf Complex in beautiful southern Illinois.
SI Roofing and Siding doesn't just walk, they sprint into action. It's service as memorable as a Saluki football game day. Roofing, gutters, and board and batten siding. We handle it all. Better Business Bureau, A+ rated, proudly serving your neighborhood and beyond, because at SI Roofing, every home we touch is treated like our own. Other companies want to be the big dog, but only one can be the top dog. Call SI Roofing and Siding today, the official partner of Saluki football.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, time flies. And now, thanks to Veterans Airport of Southern Illinois, you can too. Starting at just $69 one way with Contour Airlines. Save money and time with daily flights, free parking, fast boarding, and only 1-hour flight times between Southern Illinois and Chicago O'Hare. So maximize your time and speed things up by visiting veteransairport.com, because time flies. Rules and restrictions apply.
SIU's defense able to stop Javion Phelps on the 4th down reception, just about a foot shy of the line to gain. Travis Johansson looking on. SIU's offense takes over. There's Sean Lester. What a run, 1st down.
Yeah, nice outside zone run there, well blocked. Did a good job sticking his foot, getting north and south, and an explosive run, tailback run, which is great to see coming out of that great stop by Southern Illinois. If you're the Salukis offensively, is as you hit this middle 8 right here to be able to play from in front. Stole a possession from South Dakota that last time.
And in a game like today's, as important as it is, stealing one possession could decide it. They keep it with Lester, and he is wrapped up. A little bit of a bear hug from Chris Dixon, the defensive tackle out of Canada.
Yeah,
short gain.
Southern Illinois to this point has done a pretty good job of neutralizing Crawford, number 10, the defensive end. He's a game wrecker, and they I don't know that necessarily they're running away from him, but they've been able to keep him from hearing his name a bunch.
At front 7, pretty experienced. It's in the secondary that's a little inexperienced, but has gotten a lot better as this season has continued to go. Williams keeping the play alive. He throws for Jones, just short of him. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, tough play. As soon as we say his name, Crawford getting pressure up the field. Got DJ Williams off schedule, running out here in the flat. And DJ probably like to have that one back. He could have squared his shoulders, got a little bit more on it. He had Jay Jones coming back off of a comeback route. Could have maybe got it to him on the sideline over here for a first down.
It's such a difficult throw to make.
To your left.
Yeah, as a righty. A little easier for Aiden Bauman.
There you go. Good call, Larry.
3rd down and 7. USD's defense trying to come up with a big response. Williams feeling the pressure again. Zigzagging by Crawford. Keeps the play alive. Floats it out, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 45 by R.J. Stewart. His 2nd interception, and that's a huge one for the Coyotes.
You can see right here, Crawford, all kinds of pressure on DJ Williams. We've got a busted play. We're in scramble mode here, and just didn't get enough on it to get it over the top. And that's the mistake that you're trying to avoid if you're Southern Illinois going into this 4-minute mark till half of. Now all of a sudden they got great field position, chance to score, tie the ball game up going in at half, and then they get the ball second half.
That middle 8 that coaches talk about so often. Watkins puts the head down and carries a man forward.
Good example again, that carry by Watkins. You talked about it earlier. Just that physicalness to drag tacklers and get 2 or 3 more yards after contact. I mean, he turned that thing into a 4-yard run and got contact at line of scrimmage.
And it's not just L.J. Phillips who leads the Valley in rushing yards. It's everybody in that rushing room. And Travis Johansson said it. He said that running back room is the gold standard in our program. Easy to see why. 2nd down, Bauman, quick throw over the middle to the tight end, Zach Whitty. His 2nd catch today moves the sticks.
Yeah, really good offense right there by South Dakota, using the big tight end. Southern Illinois is trying to play 4 across umbrella coverage, which stretches those underneath linebackers thin. And now all of a sudden, there's big windows in there for those big targets at tight end, or you're going to give the throw up to the flat to the running back.
Single back set with Fletcher out there. Lorenzo Fenner at the top of the formation. Never mind that. In motion. There it is, a give to Fletcher. Gets through the line of scrimmage, weaving his way down past the 20. First down, Coyotes, and now they've got that run game humming.
Yeah, and the great example of that's outside zone, South Dakota style. The running back, you can see on the replay, never has to change his line. He literally ran to the point of attack and, again, wasn't contacted there till he was about 4 yards deep. A lot of 12 personnel. 2 tight ends have been here in a bunch for South Dakota.
3 receiver set this time. Fenner motions into the slot. Bauman steps up and he's snowed under. The Dogs get home. Amir Dwight was the first man there.
Yeah, nice edge pressure up over the top. Made him get in.
4-minute timeout. Salukis with a big sack to make it 2nd down and long, deep in their own territory. First sack of the ball game of Aiden Bauman, longtime USD quarterback. Keeps it on the ground with Reed Watkins. Not going to get it all back. Pretty close to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and long, and this is a very similar spot to where USD's last drive ended, and the Salukis are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, great chance here for Southern Illinois defensively to play complementary football in this first part of the middle 8 by, if they can steal a possession here or even just give up a field goal to counter that turnover, that interception. That's kind of a big piece of these, how you finish halves, is to be able to respond to the turnover with a stop here. You know, for them, obviously, they'd love to get a true stop, but even possibility of giving up a field goal off of that, you're still playing from in front, you know, with a couple minutes left in the first half.
Taking a look at the rankings of MVFC teams and the stats to perform top 25, South Dakota firmly entrenched after back-to-back top 10 wins. SIU hanging on at number 21. And again, you're South Dakota, this is it. They've got a bye week in the last week of the regular season, so this is the finishing touch on their playoff resume. 3rd down and 12. Bauman takes a shot to the end zone for Fenner. Lots of contact, but he makes the catch.
This could be interesting here, Larry. There was a lot of jockeying back and forth and potential of a push-off by the offensive receiver. Probably going to go to review to take a look at it.
That looks like the call. Here's a look.
You can see on the deep ball, a lot of jostling. Boy, tough angle to really see the whole thing play out. On one hand, great adjustment for the touchdown catch, but you don't know how he got to that position.
So pass interference on Fenner. Got away with that push earlier on one of those deep catches, but not that time.
Yeah, might be a big reason he's got 8 touchdowns. He's pretty good at that. And it's all about body position in those 50-50 type catches.
So the line to gain here is about Marion for South Dakota. 3rd down and 27. Bauman throws, completes. It's the tight end Jesse Miller, and he's dragged down by Shug Walker, the Salukis' leading tackler. And there's a Coyote down on the far side of the field, back near the line of scrimmage. Offensive lineman.
Good pressure right there by Southern Illinois. They brought a linebacker blitz, hurried to throw a little bit, and basically gave up the short throw with the down and distance situation. Good defensive call and effort right there by the defense.
Wyatt Lawson, center, is down. Transferred in from Florida International to rebuild an offensive line for the Coyotes that lost 3 of its best players, their starters, in the spring. Not in the winter portal, but in the spring portal. Guys they thought were going to have back, and Lawson has done such a good job for South Dakota.
And people don't realize that position, center, is so vital and such a much harder position to play because you're doing a lot of things that don't get seen. You're setting protections, you're setting blocking schemes, you're calling out fronts and IDing defenses. To put a new guy in there takes a little bit of time to get adjusted.
This is a 45-yard field goal. So the Coyotes are going to bring out their distance kicker, Zeke Mata. Big lefty, transferred in from LSU, knocked in a school record 58-yarder at UNI that ended up being the game winner a few weeks back.
Little wind from the southwest across the back end of the stadium here.
Mata. The snap was low. They never got the hold down.
Yeah, really, really poor execution. Snap, hold the kick. Holder tried to get it down, but yeah, just a really bad snap. You can see right here, ball was on the ground. He tried to cover it up, was trying to spin it, and that just throws all the timing off.
Duncan Viscom with a little bit of a ground ball there. So the Salukis will get it back with 95 seconds and 1 timeout left. They did take their second one right when that injury occurred to Wyatt Lawson.
We talked about it. What a huge stop for Southern Illinois defensively there to get back to this position where with 90 seconds, pretty good 2-minute offensive team here in Southern Illinois. They've done it a lot over the past few years.
And they can go real quick. Chance to go up 2 scores. But first, timeout, South Dakota. Travis Johansson and maybe defensive coordinator Billy Kirsch saw something that they didn't like. So first timeout, Coyotes.
Yeah, always interesting in these 2-minute situations. Defensively is, do you want to play bend, don't break, sit back, make them prove they can do it? Obviously, Southern Illinois has a lot of time. And then on the flip side, offensively, you always, for successful 2-minute drives, you got to have a starter call. You got that first play's got to be something that, okay, hey, we can go with this. If it's not good, then you're kind of in that point of, hey, how hard do we want to push it? How aggressive do we want to be on trying to move the ball down the field and score? And obviously here, a field goal would be, you know, a big plus for Southern Illinois, even if that's the point they get to on the field.
The Salukis have the wind at their back, moving down to that end of the field. And Kalen's got a pretty big leg. The season long is 53. That was at Purdue on a Big Ten stage. First down for SIU. Williams with the play collapsing. Williams turns it into something, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, another example of DJ Williams doing what he does well. Off schedule, made a good decision, got as much grass as he could, and you can see here, got forced up in the pocket. Nice job slipping out. And then right here, your head clicks in. It's like, I got to get out of bounds. Save those ticks. You want as many ticks as you can get.
All on the 42 for SIU. Don't have to burn one of those timeouts. 14-yard gain for DJ. Davis, the man in motion. Want to talk about speed. Got to keep an eye on him. Williams climbing the pocket. Pulls the ripcord, but he can't get away that time. Brought down. Looks like he picked up maybe 1 or 2. Good tackle by Caden Crawford.
Yeah, South Dakota, they played cover 2 into the boundary, took away his first look, and then had good enough pressure, they squeezed him in the pocket.
Kicker's running. Williams with time. Williams dirts it. Third down coming up.
Good decision by the Southern quarterback, DJ Williams there. Didn't have anything. You could see his feet hopping around, didn't have a throw. Put it in the dirt, go to the next play. Obviously, big third down here to see how this thing's going to play out offensively for Southern on this play call right here. To move the chains or punt it away.
Lukey's very much a big play team. Struck for a 63-yard touchdown throw and catch. Jay Jones on the first drive of the game. Since then, not a lot of big plays. Looking for one here. Williams, pressure coming. Gets out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. Williams gets the first down.
Wow, I'm telling you, Larry, he made the first guy miss with a hospital move. I mean, dead legged him and just broke his ankles off to get the sticks and keep going. You can see the move right here. Whoop!
Didn't know we had Boomer in the booth. Williams throws to the sideline. Aiden Quinn immediately met. He dives out of bounds and stops the clock. Gain of 9 on first down.
Good football being played right here by Southern Illinois offensively. Getting out of bounds, saving time, making a play properly to keep the chains moving and put yourself in a position to get points right before the half.
officially a gain of 8. And Quinn's first catch today. Fifth-year senior broke his hand earlier in the season. Got screws put in. Only missed one practice.
Tough kid.
Forget about missing a game. Williams, quarterback draw, dragged down, but he moves the chains. Carter Hooper able to wrap that play up before it turned into a big gainer.
Yeah, straight quarterback call, like the call there. South Dakota's playing a lot of coverage here, and easy quarterback draw call.
Salukis with an offensive lineman down. That's Derek Harden Jr., the right guard.
You can see right, DJ had a little opening there, but nice job of closing right there by Dickel to get him on the ground.
Harden got rolled up on there. See that knee kind of twist in. Good to see him up into the sideline under his own power.
Yeah, you're probably thinking field goal range here in that comfortably at 38 to 45 range with the wind if Southern Illinois isn't able to advance this ball any further.
Whistles and a timeout for South Dakota. Second one on this defensive series.
Be interesting here if Coach Kirch, Coach Johansson, if they get aggressive here and bring some pressure to try and get DJ off rhythm or force him into a poor throw, or they truly just sit back, play coverage, try and cover everybody up and live with the results. Probably that's the gist of that timeout. It's like, hey, how are we going to play this thing right here? You know, looking at a first down call and 23 seconds to go. That's a lot of time still as far as being able to get a touchdown. Obviously, at this point on the field, probably a given, field goal range.
That's what DJ Williams makes you think about as a defensive coordinator or head coach. It's like you bring the pressure. He's a guy that can make a huge play out of that if he just escapes the pocket.
He's really good when he's off schedule.
All right, 1st and 10. All on the Coyote 35-yard line. Robinson the sidecar. Williams on the quarterback draw. There he goes, up the gut. Makes a slide, stays up, dives forward, first down.
Boy, another really good play by DJ Williams there running the football.
The Salukis are going to clock it. So 13 seconds left with the timeout. Got some room here. You're comfortably in field goal range now thanks to this.
Yeah, DJ taking a 3-step drop, knew right away he was going to pull it down, take it off. And you can see the flexibility and the power in his feet to be able to change that body in the air directionally.
That's the number one thing that coaches bring up, talking about opposing head coaches trying to defend Williams, is he's a big, confident runner. He throws, looking for Jones, out of bounds.
Yeah, trying to hit Jay Jones on the back shoulder throw right at the pylon again, and just obviously didn't get linked up there. And at this point, with 8 seconds, maybe one more snap. You got to be careful. You do have the timeout in your back pocket if you throw the ball towards the middle of the field. Otherwise, this ball's got to go to the boundary and get out of bounds potentially.
Coyotes are going to bring on a few more secondary guys. Even front here. Williams takes another shot for Jones, just over his outstretched arms. 4 seconds left, and it's field goal time for SIU to try and go up 2 scores.
Yeah, probably not a bad call there, trying to hit the go route over the top, throw it where it's our catch, no catch, so to speak. That ball literally wasn't going to get caught inbounds anyway. And knowing that then, hey, you got the field goal attempt here with 4 seconds to go.
Good coverage there from R.J. Stewart, who had that interception earlier. The 39-yard field goal from Halen. Went 1 for 2 in the field goal department last week at Youngstown State on a windy day. Got the wind at his back, now swirling a little bit off to the right. Hold is good, and the kick is right down the middle. Paul Halen converts, and that's how the first half ends. SIU heads to the locker room leading by 10 in a game they've got to have for the playoff resume.
Saluki Athletics Hall of Fame class. Why not a national champion? Still the all-time leader in tackles here at SIU. It's Fabre Collins, who's going into the Saluki Athletics Hall of Fame. Now, Coach Collins. Coach, appreciate the time. Good time having you back, and congratulations on going into the Hall of Fame. What was the moment like when you got the call?
Tears came to my eyes. You know, it's just a joyful moment, and just been waiting. And when I got it, Felt good.
To still be the leading tackler in program history, did you think when you left here that, oh, yeah, that mark's going to hold for the next 30-plus years?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to hold because, you know
Yeah,
why?
I
Different
know.
offense.
Yeah.
Everybody running that too-tight offense or power backfield offense. Everything is spread now. So for somebody to come with 10, 12 tackles a game, that's not happening. That's not happening.
You talked about the importance of the line in front of you to allow you to have those opportunities and those stats that ultimately came your way. But when you think of the locker room, the road trips, what do you remember most and enjoy most about being around your teammates here at SIU?
It was a goofy group of guys, but we have fun. We have fun, and when that switch came on to play, we was together. Playtime was over with. Everybody came and stayed focused, and they knew what we was accomplished, what we had accomplished, and what we had to do. Even in our championship game, we ate with the same team, Western Carolina. We ate with them. You know, the announcer say, "Somebody gonna win," and our whole team said, "Mm-hmm." All together, we said, "Mm-hmm," and they said, "Somebody gonna lose." We said, "Mm-hmm." We knew we was ready.
When you think all said and done, what was the most important characteristic that you believe you had, Fabre, that led to you being a Hall of Famer?
Just being a leader. I was a quiet leader. I didn't say much, holler, yell, and scream. I just played. Just play the game like it's supposed to be played, and help my teammates out to understand, hey, let's go, we can play. And that's all I did, just play. Just play because I love this game.
Talked with Coach Hill earlier this week, and of course, you still being coaching around football, obviously that connection's still there. For Saluki fans that maybe haven't had the opportunity to keep up to date with you, kind of tell them like how involved you still are with the sport of football and kind of what your life has been like since transpiring and leaving here in Carbondale after that championship season.
I've been coaching high school football going on 35 years now. And to me, it's giving back to where I come from. Because I coach in the hardest neighborhood in the city, with Inglewood area. But them kids have talent. And I just try to teach them the world is bigger than 69th Street. You know, I made it up out here. You can make it. Just stay focused. And now they're paying athletes to go to school now. Woo! That's what they were paying me when we was coming around. But now they're paying to give them a chance, to be interested in playing sports. You know, I just give them kids a chance to get out for what they don't. That's all they see is that street. The world is bigger than that.
Coach Collins, Fabre, thanks so much for coming by, stopping on by, and hope you enjoy this Hall of Fame weekend here in Carbondale.
I know I will.
It's Fabre Collins, new Saluki Hall of Famer in the class of 2025.
Back with first half highlights right after this. You're watching South Dakota and SIU football on ESPN+. Advantage over South Dakota, trying to snap a 9-game losing streak against ranked competition. We welcome you back inside the press box with Pat Poore. I'm Larry Larson. Thanks for coming along for the ride on your Saturday. And Pat, we were talking off the air. Salukis have played this game to their identity. South Dakota has not.
Yeah, it kind of one of those games where what you expected hasn't actually happened. Phillips, 11 yards total in the first half. The usual suspects in the scoring in the first half, DJ Williams, Fenner, Bauman passing, so from that standpoint, it's been a well-played game. Just one mistake, the turnover by Southern Illinois, but second half is 0-0. Probably coming from both teams how they want to play the second half. It's 0-0 at this point.
Diving into the first half highlights, let's see how we got here with this 10-point SIU lead. And it started through the air with Mr. DJ Williams. First of his 2 touchdowns went to his fellow senior, Jay Jones, on the deep bomb.
Yeah, just an absolute dime moonshot for the touchdown.
And then Aiden Bauman responded with his own touchdown to Lorenzo Fenner.
Yeah, just what Fenner does, catches touchdowns. That's his 9th.
Williams with a little, got you there. Flicks it up to Miles Marshall for his first career touchdown. It was a little back and forth early. Then the defenses started to buckle in after that L.J. Phillips touchdown run.
Yeah, it's got 6 yards right there. Big time touchdown run right there by Lem Wash. Physical play, a score that the Salukis really needed at that point.
Home fans are happy so far. Second half coming up soon. You won't want to miss it. Over the South Dakota Coyotes as we dive into the first half stats in this one. Pat, on your box score, I can see it right now. You've got a few numbers highlighted.
Yeah, a couple things jump out. 191 yards passing by Southern Illinois. Both teams good on third down, 4 of 6 for South Dakota, 5 of 7 for SIU. And then rushing, a little bit of a surprise. L.J. Phillips with 11 total yards. DJ Williams doing his thing, 51 yards on the ground.
Yep. Let's hear from Taylor.
Thanks, guys. So the seniors so far for Southern Illinois have been making a really good play. and they only need 2 more wins for the rest of the season, including today, and they're looking to secure a spot in playoffs, which will be the 3rd time in the last 5 seasons. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Taylor. A meaningful game for both these teams, and the second half starts with a touchback off the leg of Paul Halen. Salukis won the toss and elected to receive in the first half, so Aiden Bauman and company get their first crack at it in the second half, and right away, this is a very key possession.
Yeah, we're in that middle 8 for both teams. Obviously, South Dakota wants to come out this first series, getting a good rhythm, establish run, play action pass, go down and score, and get right back into this thing as a one-possession game.
A win would almost assuredly lock up a playoff bid for the Coyotes. Aiden Bauman doesn't want his final career game to be in Carbondale, Illinois today. Gives off to LJ Phillips, and the all-everything running back stays on his feet and moves the sticks.
Wow, just another typical Phillips run. Southern Illinois blitzed the linebacker, had him in the hole. He made one nice jump cut, and man, boom, 10-yard run. Bang,
Phillips
right there you see it.
A very quiet first half at that touchdown, but that's about it.
I'm sure they're going to want to get him really involved in this second half.
Stays out there. High snap. It's bobbled and fallen on by Bauman. Oh, miscommunication as Carson Fletcher was coming in motion across the pack. And that's the 3rd time the ball's been on the ground today.
And is that the new center? Because I'm telling you, negative plays to this South Dakota offense that puts them behind the chains really puts them in an uncomfortable spot.
It is Brandon Smith, who's in the ball game for Wyatt Lawson, who had to be pretty much carried off the field late in the first half. Second down and 20, loss of 10, so erases that big Phillips run. Play action, Bauman, pressure coming, gets rid of it. Avoids his 2nd sack of the day. Good pressure there. Florima got home.
Yeah, really nice job of getting up the field. You can see it right here, getting up the field. Bent, turned the corner, and then closed the door on the backside.
Yeah, that was Amir Dwight at the front door. Florima at the back. All sides covered for SIU, 3rd down and long. Bauman 2nd in school history in passing yards, over 8,000. Needs a good chunk here. Pressure coming. Pass is tipped. Pass is picked. Jeremiah McClendon down the sideline. Bumped out of bounds inside the 5.
Boy, there's the big turnover that if you're Southern Illinois, you're looking for to get you going and carry that momentum from the first half. Great field position set up down here in the low red. And again, you can see really good pressure by Southern Illinois to make Bauman throw that thing off balance. And nice job by Southern making the catch and good return.
Andrew Boehm batted it. Pressure on the first level. Boehm with the deflection. McClendon with the pick. That's team defense. Salukis with an opportunity to go up 3 scores to open the second half. Williams looks, tucks, and he is halted. Almost stayed on his feet before he was tripped up, pushed backwards. Good job by Nate Ewell to get a piece of his ankle.
You could really see South Dakota went with the 4-man front there, really squeezed the line of scrimmage. There was nowhere to go for DJ Williams there in terms of just the straight +1 quarterback run.
Second and goal. Chapman is the back. Williams tucks. Goes the other way, and he is bullied down. Nate Ewell again. Niall Dickel, redshirt senior as well, brings up 3rd down, and here's South Dakota's defense buckling in again.
Yeah, nice play by Dickel there. He stayed at home off of the play fake and just got up the field, and really, again, nowhere to go for DJ Williams, a quarterback for Southern.
Dickel playing the same position that reigning MVFC Defensive Player of the Year Mykese Grace played. He's now at Kentucky. Dickel has filled those shoes pretty darn well. 3rd down and goal from the 8. Williams with the ball in his hands, looking for Schwindeman. He's got him, but he is short. Ewell in coverage. He's been everywhere on this defensive series. And there's a flag down.
Receiver downfield, offsides number 53, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. Correction, the penalty's declined. It's on the play. 4th down.
So Noah Fenske was moving upfield, and South Dakota, of course, will decline it. And so will SIU go for it? Drum roll, please. They won't.
No. The Southern Illinois was running an RPO there. It got strung out a little bit. DJ Williams hung onto the ball. Fenske got a little bit too far downfield and really didn't have much on that play from jump. They took away the number 1 look, and going to have to settle for a field goal, which isn't exactly what you want, but you'll take the points if you're Southern Illinois.
Paul Halen on for his 2nd field goal attempt. Made one at the end of the half, and it's a fake! Direct snap! Schwindeman! Touchdown SIU!
The Salukis caught him sleeping. South Dakota, just a random field goal chip shot, and a really well executed play. They ran a little power, flipped it. Here you see it on the replay. Schwindeman, who's a wing on this, comes back inside, had a little trap block there by Miles Marshall, the other tight end, and he walks the dog for the touchdown on that field goal fake.
Halen will probably kick it for real this time, but you never know. Special teams unit has been tricky.
That's a game-changing call right there by Nick Hill and the Saluki staff.
SIU pulls a fast one after the interception by McClendon. Brian Schwindeman caravans into the end zone from 8 yards out on the field goal fake. Salukis lead by 3 scores.
Caitlin Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It worked. Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
They match. P-E-Z-O-L. Bottom row.
From the logo. State Farm with the assist.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month or get 2.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Southern Illinois University has a rich history and much more. Renowned for cutting-edge research, ranking among the top 4% in the country. Salukis achieve pride and glory, competing at the highest level. World-famous alumni across the globe. United in our mission with unstoppable momentum, igniting a bright future. This is a university ascending. We are Southern.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Well, what a difference a week makes for SIU. Ryan Schwindeman scores on the fake field goal to open the third quarter after the Salukis force an interception by Jeremiah McClendon. Last week, in that 10-point loss at Youngstown State, Salukis were shut out in the third quarter. They led 24-7 in the second quarter, and they were outscored 34-14 in the second half, 21-0 in the third quarter. Pat, This one feels totally different.
Yeah, and from a couple different angles, if you're South Dakota, you almost feel like you got to win holding it to a field goal after the turnover, but then all of a sudden you give up a score. And if you're Southern Illinois, you're getting impact from the third phase special teams and complementing the game as it's being played for both your offense and defensive units.
Halen with the boot up into the wind, and it's over. Tanel Bryant for a touchback. Taking another look at the trickery for SIU. I mean, you know, Nick Hill loves to dial it up with this special teams unit.
Yeah, and I'm sure that this is a play that they've had in the playbook and they've repped throughout the season, and just an opportune time to roll with that fake field goal there. Really good call, timing impeccable.
Well, first down for South Dakota. And Aiden Bauman, who threw his first interception in 5 games on the last series. They go to Phillips, getting through tacklers left and right. Big gain to open the series, just like that last one.
Yeah, an explosive run on first down to start a drive. Again, you're not going to see South Dakota have any panic here. They're going to do what they do, you know, just a simple zone toss play, and they had it all up. And if you're the Salukis, that's what you want to avoid, is those chunk plays to let them go down the field and score quickly.
15-yard gainer for LJ Phillips. Play action to Phillips. Bauman, lots of time, throws out into the flat for Caden Frey. Into the receiving fray, his first catch today. Bumped out of bounds near midfield.
Yeah, nice job by Vinny Pierre, corner for Southern Illinois. Taking away the glance post, forces Bauman to check the ball down to the flat, and obviously positive play for South Dakota, but it's not a chunk play. It's not an explosive play where all of a sudden defensively you're going, oh boy, here they come.
Coyotes are probably going to need some of those explosive plays to now get back into this game. Down 3 scores. Bauman over the middle, incomplete. Flanks off the hands of Jesse Miller. Third down.
Nice break up there. First time they've defended that little space throw to the tight end. And again, if you're South Dakota, crucial right here, you got to avoid the negative play. That's been the bugaboo on a couple of these drives, is they've had a negative play.
Third down and 3. Phillips in the backfield. He's averaging 6 yards a carry this season. Totes the rock here, and he keeps the legs moving. First down across midfield. A little bit of second effort. Keep the drive going.
Yeah, that was a will run. I'm going to take your will. Had him stopped at contact, and man, he did. You can see those feet, man. They just keep churning, and he falls forward, moves the sticks.
Adrian Hawkins on the O-line. A little extra push as well. First down on the logo. On the Saluki 49. Bauman, long throw to the sideline for Fenner. First down catch, brought down by Gavin Shepard immediately. Don't want to let Fenner get going.
Yeah, and that's an aggressive play call by South Dakota. Fenner, great job of driving that route to depth, 16, 18 yards, and then a long throw from far hash to the wide side of the field, and it was thrown on time, and good-looking football play right there.
Bauman has bounced back well from that interception, as you might expect a veteran would. He'd gone 144 attempts, more than that, without an interception. Phillips surging forward, almost escaped the grasp of Gavin Shepard, and Phillips is trucking now.
Again, his average is like 6.3 a carry. The last 3 have been 9, 10, and then obviously the short yardage, the little 2-yarder, but he's starting to heat up a little bit and get the juices going.
We talked about the team defense aspect for SIU on that turnover. You need team defense to stop LJ Phillips.
Yeah, and a lot of it is first and second down production defense, that you keep them in that 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10, as opposed to 3rd and shorts.
The chains were tangled. Don't you hate when that happens?
I tried to stay away from those guys on the boundary.
Got it all straightened out, literally and figuratively. First down for the Coyotes. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Alman, fake toss to Fletcher. Throws over the middle. Tight end, Zach Whitty, touchdown. And the Coyotes have a much-needed response. Chance to make it a 2-possession game with the extra point.
Yeah, really like the play call by the Yotes there. Southern Illinois was trying to bring some pressure. Man coverage. ISO'd the big tight end off of a little bit of a delay, and just great ball over the top, big target, and executed it well for a touchdown.
Should say can make it a 10-point game with the extra point. Back down to a 2-possession game already. And the kick is good. Good bounce back from Coyote special teams after a botched field goal in the first half. Aiden Bauman connects with his tight end, Zach Whitty, and the Coyotes are back on the board. Three minutes, 39 seconds, 7 plays. LJ Phillips with a few big runs, 1 big pass, and South Dakota has a little bit of momentum now.
Yeah, and that these possessions are starting to get really tight, and like who can steal a possession, who can capitalize on the possessions, and this is a big drive for the Salukis right here.
Just a little flick of a kick from Zeke Mata, fair caught by Aiden Quinn. Inside the 30.
The thing that I'm alluding to there is like you really have to have a lot of trust in your players, because you want to continue to call this game aggressively, but you also got to trust the fact that you can continue to execute like you did in the first half and avoid that mistake that all of a sudden it's like, whoop, you just see the momentum flip, and it's like, okay, here's our window, here's our shot to get back in this thing.
There were a few of those plays last week for Youngstown State and that SIU loss that has gotten them into this position where you got to win your last 2 games to make the playoffs. Williams hands off to Edward Robinson, had a big first quarter. That's a nice first down run.
Yeah, good physical finish to that run. Went straight outside zone, and just wasn't real clean out there on the perimeter, but he bucked his way for about 4 or 5.
Robinson, not the biggest guy, but he's never afraid to turn that shoulder down.
Physical runner.
2nd down and 6. Robinson again bounces left, trying to make a cut, but can't wrestle free. Good grasp by Matt Walsh, that linebacker core.
Another signature defensive thing with South Dakota's defense. Southern Illinois ran the counter play with the guard and the tackle pulling, and the D-end spilled the first puller to make that thing bounce and continue to go east and west, and then they got hats to it, and minimal gain on the counter play right there. Puts them in 3rd short.
Brought it up. Those possessions, USD looking for a 3 and out. Carry up the gut. It's got to be close, but the Salukis got it with Chandler Chapman. 1st down.
Yeah, well blocked play. Just ran mid-zone, and he was patient, tucked in there, point of attack, and was able to grind a little bit, and got enough to move the sticks.
And the Salukis are not going to be in any rush. Not that you're in clock chewing mode yet, but you can afford to go a little more deliberately.
Yeah, you want to be efficient with that.
Play action, Williams floats it on the far side. Almost another one-handed catch. That time it's Fabian McCray, Williams' boyhood friend from back home. It was almost his first catch today.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Ball could have maybe been a little bit more over on his outside shoulder, but a ball that could have easily been caught. But like I said, there's a lot of jockeying going on there at the end.
McCray, the 7th-year college player, usually one of Williams' favorite targets. Williams, quarterback draw. Plenty of green grass in front of him. How are you supposed to stop that?
Yeah, really good play design. Southern Illinois emptied the backfield out, and right away that should be bells and whistles if you're on defense. The quarterback runs coming. You can see it right here. Stuck his foot, had a lot of grass in front of him, and obviously wanting to continue to play snaps. Didn't roll it down the field, take a shot.
Williams with 195 yards through the air. Now over 60 yards on the ground. Like FedEx, getting it done through all facets. Williams over the middle. Jones over his head.
Boy, had Jay Jones on the post, but had Vincent Davis wide open on the short corner route down here on the near boundary if he could have got through his progression and not liked the first look as much as he did. That's a play that Southern Illinois has had a lot of success with. Hard play action. Jay Jones on the skinny post down the middle of the field, and they've hit it over the past month several times.
2nd down. They go to Lester, and he is brought down. Carter Hooper with a nice tackle there, brings up 3rd down.
It's a big 3rd and medium call right here. This part of the field, possibly 4 down if you're playing to win the ball game, and not just throw it back on your defense.
Yep.
This is a huge call right here.
And the Salukis traditionally have been at their best when they're going for the jugular. Not just this year, but really under Nick Hill and his 10 seasons. Here we go. Williams, clean pocket, over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted. Falls onto the turf. Just in front of Ashton Payne.
Boy, the Salukis dodged a bullet there. Good protection. You can see he steps up in the pocket, just threw it high. Deflected ball usually ends up being an interception. Number 7, the free safety. There's a reason why you play DB. Because you can't catch, but should have had that. Should have had that one. Dodged a bullet there.
Salukis had that batted ball go for a completion first half. Halen out for a Sunday drive on that punt, nearly muffed, but it's fallen on inside the 5-yard line by Jack Martins. Good punt from Halen. SIU has them backed up. Aiden Bauman and company will set up shop tight against their own end zone.
It wasn't the late night shoot-arounds or the tournament trips. That's not what got me here. It was them. The love they showed me. It's why I give it back and pass it on, you know? Because it's the assists you don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
You and your friends who are freshly lifted off some prime kush are finishing off a pregame bev before a karaoke night out. What's the move? Take a ride share. Drive, it's no big deal.
Your ride is here.
Level passed. Now your only worry later is pizza or tacos, not a DUI. Drive sober or get pulled over. Can you make the right call? Head to itsnotagameinllinois.com/arcade to play.
Wren Lake Golf Complex, an outstanding play and stay 27-hole complex that's a delight for golfers of all skill levels with 5 sets of tees and extra large greens. The facility has a lighted driving range, practice areas, and a fully stocked pro shop. Lodging options include 2 and 3 bedroom luxury condos, lakeside cabins, and hotel rooms. In addition, you'll find a full-service restaurant and meeting facilities. Wren Lake Golf Complex in beautiful Southern Illinois.
Ready for a local getaway that feels like a world of its own? Escape the ordinary and discover the charm of Southern Illinois. With local wineries, live concerts, farmers markets, and scenic trails to explore, there's an adventure tailored for every taste bud and passion. Our breathtaking lakes offer endless possibilities for adventure. Rent boats, jet skis, or kayaks, and explore our world. Visit Southern Illinois. Start your adventure today.
1st and 10, South Dakota.
Dale, and now it's maybe the players' turn for a long drive, and they need one. South Dakota is backed up inside their own 5-yard line. Bauman from the end zone takes the snap and gives to L.J. Phillips. No surprise there, and no surprise that he gets him off the goal line. A little extracurricular activity after the fact. Look, Pat, both these teams, I think we're going to see the physicality and the intensity really turned up as we come down the stretch. This game is so meaningful.
Oh, yeah. Every snap, every drive, every possession is just paramount right now.
South Dakota has 3 drives this season of 90 yards or more. If they're able to convert on this drive, it'll be number 4. Phillips again. Diving forward. It's going to be about a yard short. Phillips had a really quiet first half. What's been the difference in the second half so far?
Well, I think the fact that they're feeding him. You know, I mean, he's just carrying the ball a lot more. Really nice job, Southern Illinois, Noah Freen, getting up the field, spiking that zone scheme to make that ball cut back and then get hats to it. And that's what their defense, Southern Illinois, has to do. They've got to spike. They got to spike, penetrate.
3rd down and 2. 2-back set. Back to Phillips. Got some blockers, and he got the first down. Phillips 3rd in the nation in rushing yards, and he's morphing back into that bell cow here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and a lot of tough yards. You talked earlier about the yards after contact. He does a great job of just tucking in behind those blocks and then exploding through contact.
Phillips gets a blow. Carson Fletcher, the freshman, gets the toss. Cuts upfield, lots of open space before he's met by Johnny Schmidt. Pickup of about 8 for the Racine, Wisconsin native.
Really good job by South Dakota there, winning the edge. They ran outside zone toss, and they had the tight ends loaded up to the right side of the formation. They all got really good seal blocks. And again, another run where he never broke stride. He stayed right on track and picked up 9 yards.
So officially 2nd down and 1. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Howman will pass, throws over the middle, easy pitch and catch for Tyson Bowes. Moves the sticks again.
Yeah, classic South Dakota offense right there. Like I said earlier, no panic in them. Continue to do what they've done. Short throws, good physical zone runs, and a play action shot here and there.
Well, if there's anybody who's not going to panic, it's Aiden Bauman, the guy who's led deep playoff runs the last 2 years, semifinal last year, quarterfinal year before that, trying to get back to the postseason with a win today. Bye week next week for USD, the final week of the regular season. Fletcher makes a cut, has a little daylight, stays up. First down, Fletcher. Wow.
Yeah, just the complete opposite of the last outside zone run. Southern Illinois moved their defensive front to the strength. You can see right here, everybody up front moving to their left. He sees it well, hard cut back, and got through the backside role player.
A little bit of a tripod move there at the end, almost allowed him to break free. It's hard-earned water on the sideline there. Ball near midfield. L.J. Phillips back in there. Fletcher with 50 yards today. Phillips to the outside, uses a stiff arm. Stiff arm Schmidt, pick up a 5.
Yeah, heavy dose. You can see South Dakota, heavy dose of outside zone schemes. They're running those edges. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden they come back and try and hit that hitter up inside, playing on everybody over pursuing.
We shall see. The Salukis are putting their paws up. 4th quarter coming up next in a must-win game for both teams. Inside their 5-yard line, now just shy of midfield, trailing SIU by 2 scores. Game where a win probably means the playoffs for the Coyotes. Senior day for SIU. Aiden Bauman, 3-year starter, back to pass. Takes a shot on the first play of the quarter, looking for Fenner, and there's a flag down. Gavin Shepard is irate. He can't believe it, and now we wait for the call.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
What'd you see, Pat?
Yeah, there was a lot of contact about halfway through this route, and then the end was actually not bad. The holding occurred mid-route. He kind of impeded him there.
Only the second penalty today on SIU. Well, Coyotes only have 2 as well. This has been a very well-played game, especially considering the pressure on both teams.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily consider that a bad penalty because it was an effort penalty. It's the dead ball, 15-yarders, the offsides. Those are the ones that come back, and when you look at, boy, that hurt us right there.
Prevented a big play to Fenner. Big play threat. Fenner's at the bottom of the screen. LJ Phillips gets the toss, and he's met just in front of the line of scrimmage by, guess who? Gavin Shepard. How about that bounce back?
Yeah, nice fill right there on a replace.
Timeout, injured defensive player.
Injury timeout for SIU. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, playing hard and very evident that last play. Probably 6 helmets at the ball at the point of tackle, which is something you've got to do against this South Dakota run game. Is you've got to get a lot of hats there to get people on the ground.
What do you say we dig in and take a look at our impact play, brought to you by SIU College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences. It belongs to Jeremiah McClendon with his 2nd pick of the year and the first pick in 6 games by Bauman.
Yeah, pressure created, a bad throw by Bauman, an obviously deflected ball, and Southern Illinois came up with it and then did get a good return to put the ball in scoring position down there in the low red. Big time play.
Bernardin Clarima, the injured Saluki, he will hobble off.
Boy, no worse feeling than that when you got a cramp that's coming and going, and it's like, hey, when's it gonna pop again? Those are tough, man. You just gotta walk them out, grind them out.
Hey, you got some Gatorade up here. Maybe you can toss one down.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Gives the Coyotes 2nd and 7 from the Saluki 43.
So 2nd down for South Dakota. Their offense is not exactly a quick-moving one, so every possession's got to count here in the 4th quarter. Bauman, quick throw out to the outside. Jesse Miller puts his head down. First down catch.
Yeah, nice job by South Dakota there. They ran a little stem in route from the outside receiver. Tight end was wide open in the flat. Outside linebacker had a tough time getting through that contact on that route. That was an easy pitch and catch for Bauman right there.
You talk about that impact play. Since then, Bauman has been dialed in. Almost no mistakes.
Yeah, if you're defense, you got to get him off his spot, get him out of rhythm, get him moving off of his spots.
2 tight ends set. High snap, brought down right into the gut of Fletcher, and he's got a little burst. Brought down just shy of the line to gain, 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think it was Bain had a shot at him right there, right here in the hole. Just couldn't come up with a body part.
Was eventually brought down by Johnny Schmidt. We've been calling his name a lot. Against filling in for C.J. Parson. Senior safety down today. 2nd down and 1. Tight formation. And it's a give to Fletcher, and he finishes what he started. First down and a little bit more for the freshman. How about his game today?
Yeah, a lot of effort. We've talked about how hard he runs, but missed tackle always leads to explosive runs, and he broke a tackle, or Southern missed a tackle there at about the 5-yard mark.
That was Boehm again, out of his reach. So again, this drive started way back at the 4-yard line. Now in the red zone. Bauman with 2 touchdown throws today. Keeps it with Phillips, and he's hammered. Vinny Pierre, how do you do?
Yeah, Vinny Pierre running the heel line down the line of scrimmage. Put a knock on the running back there. And like I said, this is what South Dakota has been able to do to people. Just kind of, for lack of a better term, grind. They just kind of grinding away, kind of squeezing and wearing you out.
Second down and 6. Phillips still in there. Fletcher, the man in motion. High snap. Bauman on the boot. Throws. Tight end Frey. It's dropped. Big third down coming up.
Yeah, you can see right here, Shepard had nice coverage on the shake route up top. Tight end just drops, just a drop ball. And those things come back and get you in terms of finishing drives and scoring touchdowns.
Field goal here would make it a touchdown game, but that is not what the Coyotes are thinking about right now. Big sense of urgency. Third down. Bauman, pressure coming, incomplete. Sebastian Vargas Escobar busts it up.
Yeah, Southern Illinois brought a nice little 2-linebacker twist up inside, got in Bauman's face, kind of made that throw a little errant.
So it is field goal time to try and make it a 7-point game. 31-yard attempt from Will Leyland. The attempt by Mata was fumbled on the snap. Leyland's first try today. High snap, brought down, and the kick is good. We've got a touchdown game in Carbondale with just over 11 minutes to go. All right, everybody strap in. Or shed some clothing if you're sweating. Goodness, sweaty one.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It worked! Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
They match. P-E-Z-O-L. Bottom row?
From the logo. State Farm with the assist.
Since 1907, we've been One Valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities, and nurturing the next generation of leaders who care about more than just wins. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are One Valley.
At Kroger, you never compromise. Because you get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality that's guaranteed fresh. And down low prices in every aisle. With quality and savings that keep adding up, Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Romwell Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romward pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It is so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at romwardchevy.com and we'll send you home happy.
An absolutely methodical march by the Coyotes. 15 plays, 83 yards. It ends in a field goal. We've got a one-score game again in Carbondale, Illinois.
Yeah, and these possessions now with 11 minutes to go start to get limited, and you have to respond to what's happened in the last two series. Both teams. What you're going to do offensively in response to that long drive, and defensively from South Dakota standpoint is, hey, can we do it again? Can we respond to us eating the clock up, marching the ball down the field, score a touchdown, tie this thing up? It's a big possession for both teams right here.
Swing possession. Salukis trying to break up a 9-game losing streak against ranked teams and get the big win that they need to get back into the playoff picture. Probably need to win today and next week at Illinois State. And this is it for USD. No game next week. Drive starts with a false start. Second one today.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
That's Jimmy Lansing, who's rotated in there as SIU
Please reset the game clock to 11:38.
Now down 3 starting linemen from their usual lineup.
Yeah, pretty beat up front, Southern Illinois is.
If managed, Williams at 195 passing yards, 62 rushing yards. And there's another jump. Oh man, back-to-back false starts for SIU.
False start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
That's Aiden Durig.
Got some younger players in there, less experienced players in the moment. Got to respond if you're Southern Illinois offensively. Much better.
So first down and 20. Backed up to the 15-yard line. Williams with the draw. The hole closes. He stays on his feet, slips through the line, and gets a lot of that back. 8-yard pickup.
Wow. South Dakota, great job of cage rush and DJ Williams. Nowhere to slip out, and yet he throws the cape on. And what do you get there, 9?
About 9, 8. Wait for the official word. It is an 8-yard gain. I love that phrase, put the cape on. Kind of what you need from a player like DJ Williams in a game like this. Pressure coming, he lofts it out for Vincent Davis. Foot on the accelerator, first down.
Really good job up front by Southern protecting DJ Williams, allowing that route to develop and get back across the field to the far boundary. Good explosive throw and catch right there.
Salukis leaning on their 2 vets, Davis and Williams, to erase that penalty yardage.
You can see Davis's speed there too. Really explosive player, number 2 is.
He's a 20-mile-an-hour guy. That's almost speeding in a school zone, Pat. Robinson skipping forward, tripped up, gain of 1.
Yeah, Southern Illinois in this drive has to methodically keep matriculating the ball down the field and keep the chains moving, and then capitalize on the drive with a score to really put a nail in it and kind of take the will from South Dakota.
2nd and 8 from the Saluki 37.
10 minutes left. 2nd and 8. Williams, another draw, has a block out in front, and he is strung out. Ewell, another big tackle. Takes a bow. Why not? 3rd down.
Yeah, Ewell, you can see right here, great effort, and just lawnmower tackles him. I mean, he threw both hands in there and scissored DJ Williams' leg and got him on the ground. Puts them in another 3rd and long situation on a critical drive.
Had to blow up a block. Folks in bright red on the far side of the bleachers are the noisiest they've been today. Biggest play for USD's defense so far. Williams will pass. Lots of time. Throws for Davis. Incomplete.
Yeah, South Dakota went 2 deep safeties, man underneath coverage. Vincent Davis had a little space, and DJ Williams just wasn't able to put it on his face mask there. Big possession steal by South Dakota's defense right there.
Martin's the returner. Halen getting ready to swing it. Wind in his face. Halen with a ballooning kick. Fair catch called for and made by Martins, who almost muffed the punt inside the 5-yard line earlier. We will step aside for a break. South Dakota has a chance to tie this game when we return. Buckle those seatbelts. But Pat, after they forced that Saluki punt, they've taken command of this game.
Yeah, every football game's different, but it feels like South Dakota has taken control of this second half on both sides of the ball.
They trailed by 3 scores early in the third quarter. They give to L.J. Phillips, breaking tackles, moving the legs, caravanning towards the logo. Big first down run from L.J. Phillips.
Boy, there's the Achilles heel defensively, is to give up the explosive run. That's just inside zone and well blocked. He broke a couple tackles. You can see right here, running through contact, and then he carries it probably another 7 yards just with people hanging all over him. And that kind of gives you that the mentality that South Dakota has right now is like, hey, we are going to enforce our will on you our way, and that's running the football, picking up first downs with easy throw and catches, and methodically take it down. And hey, we're gonna put it back in your lap as far as, hey, how are you going to respond to this?
2 players down for the Salukis. It was Noah Freed, who's now up. Injured Coyote still down, 30-yard line, and it looks like a lot of pain tending to the right ankle. See if we can get an ID. And it looks like a cramp, but it's easy for us to say, only a cramp. But hey, when you're going all in a game like this, ooh.
Yeah, and that's a misnomer. Some of that. Hey, it's not September. You know, it's not 96 degrees. But these guys play so hard that's where a lot of times you see those cramps. Is just effort-wise. I mean, they are just getting everything they can get out of those bodies.
Oh, it is 75 degrees. L.J. Phillips up to 91 rushing yards. had that touchdown in the first half. Not much else in the first half, but he has been himself in the second half.
And you look at the yards per attempt, it's got to be around 9 yards. I mean, every run except for a couple have been explosive 9-yard, 12-yard type runs.
All right, so this is going to be something to watch for the Coyotes because that's Brandon Smith. They're already on their second-string center. Wyatt Lawson went down in the first half. Now Smith, the backup, is down. Who do you go to next?
Yeah, a lot of times you've developed a starting guard who is like the emergency third snapper, or maybe a guy who was a center coming into your program and you've moved to guard. I'm sure they have a plan, a scenario there. They're not like pulling somebody out of the stands to go in there and snap the football.
No emergency goalie. It's Grant Chapman. Backup left guard, now the center. Bauman under center. Play action, throws, completes. It's Jesse Miller. Turns upfield and bumps Gavin Shepard, stays on his feet, gets out of bounds, drives across midfield.
Boy, there's the boot waggle counterpunch to the outside zone, and that's a lot, Southern Illinois is allowing those tight ends to run scot-free out in the flat, and another chunk play on an easy pitch and catch.
Third catch today for Jesse Miller. Starting tight end in that deep tight end room. Bauman barks out the check. Advanced in that part of the game. Gives off to Fletcher. Slips past the first man. Spins past a second. Slippery towards the sticks.
Boy, just another sheer will run. He probably bounced off of 2 people, broke one other tackle, and still lurched forward for another 3 yards. You can see it here. Watch the effort. Boom, 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 boom.
3,
spin,
4.
Lurch. Man, I mean, that's a first down run by himself.
Whistles and
previous play is under further review.
We're going to check the spot.
Yep, I would think so.
It looked a little short to me.
Yeah, and watching that run on the replay, talked about it earlier, so reminding of a Travis Tice type run where it's just like, man, this guy just won't quit. Like he's just, you're not going to get me down without 3, 4, 5 hats getting on my back and taking me down.
All right, time to put the reading glasses on and take a squint.
Looked like the ball at the 32.5.
Chain gang is moving backwards. The line to gain is the 32. So
you can't see on this if if there's a shin or a knee on the grass back here at the 31. The ball landed on the 27.
Yeah, you're right. The line to gain is the 28.
Yeah, I was a little backwards.
I was back.
After review,
that's my fault.
The runner was short of the line to gain. It'll be second down at the 27.5-yard line.
All right, there you have it. The first test of the review equipment today.
The one thing with this thing being second and a yard, offensively, great opportunity for a shot play. Waste it down if you don't get it, and then pick it up on third down. I wouldn't be surprised to see them maybe put this ball down the field a little bit here off a hard play action.
Bauman over 200 yards through the air. Has 2 touchdowns. Fenner, bottom side of the formation. See his head above the score bug. It's a pitch to Watkins. He gets the first down and a little bit more. They're pushing the pile all day long.
Yeah, that's 6 yards a pop pretty much on these last 6, 7, 8 runs.
Salukis have struggled all year long to stop the run. Did a really good job in the first half, but it has really opened up in the second half. SIU averaging over 200 rush yards a game allowed this year. And a need to buckle down again. South Dakota driving to try and tie this game after they were down 3 scores. Inside the red zone, Fletcher, patient run. It doesn't open up. Lucas McDaniels had the first contact for SIU.
Yeah, if you look statistically, if there is a little bit of a bugaboo, a little Achilles heel, is South Dakota hasn't been great percentage-wise scoring touchdowns once they enter the red zone. They've settled for some field goals. Obviously, looking at some of their game scores, they haven't been 32, 35-point games. They've been 21s and 24s because of that. And they're definitely in that area right here with a second down coming up. If they can convert this series right here, puts them in the low red and a lot higher percentage to then score a touchdown to tie the thing up as opposed to settling for another field goal.
That's Florima down on the field, able to get to his feet, and just another cramp. It's not something that, we talked about it just a few minutes ago. It's not something you're used to seeing as much of in a November game, but almost 80 degrees today.
Yeah, and those are so hard to play through and with because they come and go. They come and go, and just a certain amount of pressure trying to get off the ball in that calf area. Man, it's a tough thing to fight to stay in a ball game.
All right, so a few moments for the tension to build just a little bit more. Second down and 9 for South Dakota. In the midst of their second very long drive of this fourth quarter. Fletcher the back, takes the toss, stiff arm, and Shug Walker drives him into the turf to bring up third down.
Yeah, defended pretty good by Southern Illinois there. Again, just that outside zone toss, and they tried to bring a linebacker up inside, and he didn't quite get home. You can see Boehm right there trying to make a play from behind.
Walker teaming with McClendon, 2 seniors on a very experienced defense. Both those guys were here last year. And a team that had to battle injuries all year long, finished with only 4 wins and missed the playoffs. You remember that taste, moments like this. Fans coming to life. Bauman on the ground for Fletcher, whirling his way. He's going to be short. Salukis think they have the football. It's loose. Line judge says he's down.
It'd be interesting if they go to review on this because it was definitely a late bang deal.
It's 4th down.
Oh, well, Fletcher kind of spun himself.
Yeah.
Lost the ball.
It's always hard looking at it. When did the ball actually ever come loose, until you actually see it on the ground. But nonetheless, a good, well-defended play by Southern Illinois there. Had a lot of people down close to the line of scrimmage. There's the spin.
Fourth down and 2. Biggest play of the game. Bauman, play action. Throws for the end zone. Fenner open. Bauman delivers.
Yep, great play call by South Dakota there. 4th and short, everybody pinching. They play action, nakeded the Bauman, the quarterback, out to the left, and Fenner was literally running scot-free on the back end corner. You can see it here on the replay.
A dot.
Fenner got behind everybody. Obviously, the corner can't be expected to make the play on that. tie ball game.
Extra point to tie it. Will Leyland lines it up. He's made 131 consecutive extra points, and his streak will not be broken. We've got a brand new ball game in Carbondale, 31 apiece, coming right down to it.
Timeout on the field.
His coaching staff just put the game in the hands of their senior 3-year starting quarterback, Aiden Bauman, and boy, did he deliver on 4th and 2 to Lorenzo Fenner for his second touchdown to tie this game.
Yeah, just a total trust call by Coach Johansson there on 4th and 2 to go to the naked. And they've had it all game. I mean, they've had success with it, but to call it in that situation with game on the line, so to speak, speaks volumes to the trust he has in the guys he's got out there on the grass.
When you talk to anybody in that South Dakota locker room, they trust and they want to play for Aiden Bauman. Bauman sure delivered there. And now you look on the other side, same can be said for DJ Williams. Two very different quarterbacks, but two very similar leaders who stayed at their schools, stayed loyal this past offseason to deliver in moments like these. And now Williams gets his chance. First down, he's going to keep it on the ground, gets past the first surge, and he gets hit going down.
Took a shot.
Ooh, a little slow to get up.
Almost looked like he took one in the head there.
Timeout on the field. Injured offensive player.
To me, Pat, could you look at targeting here? He's starting to give himself up a little bit.
Yeah. He is still a ball carrier. Yeah, no, that was he missed with the helmet. But the strange thing in you asking that question is that call has become a lot more subjective to the officials on the field as far as when they do call it and look at it.
So DJ Williams is going to come off, and Jake Curry, sophomore quarterback, is going to ditch his hat for a helmet. Oh man, Jake Curry, who played a lot last year with both DJ Williams and Hunter Simmons down, led the biggest comeback in school history, and boy, did he deliver some strikes in the fourth quarter last year against Youngstown State. So he's got experience in tight games.
Yeah, Jake Curry has came into some ball games in his short amount of time at Southern Illinois and showed a lot of moxie and a lot of capability to make plays and run the offense.
His third game of the season. Sends Davis in motion, play action, Curry throws, completes to Aiden Quinn. He's got nothing but turf in front of him. Aiden Quinn trucks a man. Big gainer. Curry to Quinn. What a play. But there is a flag down.
Oh, boy. What a great call.
Oh, it's coming back.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
Yeah, got the center there. But that call is a great call to four-man pressure. I was wondering when Southern Illinois was going to go to a screen, a slow screen to the tailback. They've ran that delayed tight end screen, and boy, what a missed opportunity on a huge play that is game-changing from that standpoint.
So pushes SIU back as DJ Williams comes back into the game. Salukie's offensive line has made some tough mistakes here in the second half. Williams throws in the flat. Robinson makes a cut, but he's tripped up. What a play that was.
Boy, if you're Nick Hill, you gotta dial one up here. Tough situation, 3rd and 12. Game on the line just to move the chains and keep yourself in it.
That was Mikey Munn on the big tackle. This is where you got to trust DJ Williams to be DJ Williams. Need a big-time play from your star player. Clean pocket. He's flushed out. Williams extending the play. Williams making magic. Floats it on the sideline. He threw it away. And now what? 2:18 left. You've got all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. You almost have to punt it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there's no question. You've got to punt it here, and then all the pressure is on Southern Illinois' defense. That if you got to come up with a stop at any point of the day, it's got to be right now.
Do not feel comfortable giving the ball back to Aiden Bauman right now if you're SIU. Halen, lots of time on the punt. It's a good one. Back towards the 35 and the 30. Fair catch made by Jack Martins.
Now, the other thing you got to think about here, if you're Southern Illinois, is big-legged, long field goal maker from South Dakota. You don't have a whole lot of yards, maybe 25, 30 yards, get you in his range with 2 minutes to go in the game here. Obviously, they want to drive the field, close it out with a touchdown, but that's in play big time right here as a long field goal attempt.
We mentioned it earlier, Mata's season-long 58. That was inside at UNI, but USD has the wind at its back right now. That would be the 41-yard line. That is a weapon to have right now. Bauman has led 2 very long scoring drives, and it starts with Fletcher here on the ground. And a big tackle made by SIU's front. They are fired up, not shying down. Nate Tronzo there for the tackle to take us to the 2-minute timeout. This has gotten dramatic, hasn't it? Oh man, how will it end? William today, this mid-November matchup. Both SIU and South Dakota feel like they need to win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Inside the 2-minute timeout, USD has it. They once trailed in the second half by 3 scores. Gone on back-to-back long drives to tie it, and now they could win it on this drive. Second down for Bauman. Free man coming. He throws it up for Fenner. Makes the adjustment, and he dropped it.
Yeah, defensively, Southern Illinois, you are selling out to the run. They brought edge pressure. It was one-on-one down here. And Fenner, another little veteran move, threw him by. Just dropped that one, hit him in the chest. You see it right here at the end.
Gavin Shepard, man defending. He came off Gimpy. Shepard down on a heap on the sideline. Now it's third down. Salukis vying to get this ball back into the hands of their quarterback, DJ Williams. Bauman, plenty of time, throws the out route. It is caught. What a catch. Senior to senior, Jack Martins hauls it in and extends the drive.
A well-placed throw and a really good route. And the thing about it, Sebastian Vargas had a chance to drive and make a play on that ball, and he played for the tackle. Huge conversion there by South Dakota. Huge.
Bauman having a game. 221 yards with that last completion, 3 touchdowns. Back to pass again, stepping up, throwing long. Lorenzo Fenner hauls it in this time, inside the red zone, and now the Coyotes are knocking on the door.
Wow, there's your classic. Southern Illinois is selling out to stop the run. They're playing man coverage. They tried to go to Fenner earlier. He runs a double move. He runs it, you can't see it here in the replay, but he ran a double move on the far boundary, and Vargas, the corner, bid on it. That's how Fenner got so far behind him, an easy pitch and catch at that point.
92 seconds left. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. This is where you can afford to try and chew it up a little bit. For the Coyotes, they go to the freshman Fletcher. He has had a monster game, and Shug Walker belts him down at the 15.
Yeah, if you're Southern Illinois here, you're trying to get runners stood up, and you're busting your tail in to get to the ball carrier and start stripping and punching, and hopefully maybe create a turnover down here. And then you got to be smart with the timeouts. As far as first down production, they got 5 on that. If they get 1, you feel a little bit better about letting the clock run a little bit. Now you got to burn it, and in the back of your mind, you're still thinking we want a little bit of time to try and respond back if this thing turns into a touchdown score or even a field goal, in terms of how you play this last minute and a half of the ball game.
Out-of-town scoreboard in the MVFC. Lots and lots of important football to be played today in Week 12. Youngstown State handles their business against Indiana State. Illinois State trying to put SDSU on the verge. They're throttling them on the road. Top-ranked NDSU, 7-0 lead over Northern Iowa. And North Dakota likely playoff bound after a routine win over Murray State. Here in Carbondale, all knotted up. Second down and 6. Out of SIU's timeout. Fletcher charges forward. He's met by Bohannock and friends. Timeout SIU. Third down coming.
Fletcher has done the damage in these past 2 drives from the tailback spot. Hasn't been a ton of LJ Phillips. He's been the one that's had those effort runs that have kept the chains moving.
After that run, gain of 3 gets him to 94 yards, past Phillips in his 91. The surprise of today's game.
Yeah.
And to start the season, USD thought they were going to have a 2 or 3-headed monster at running back. Charles Pierre stuck around with Aiden Bauman to try and run it back after their semifinal run, but Pierre got hurt early in the season. You lost Travis Tice to graduation. Another running back went down kind of early in the season, and heck, today looks just fine to me.
Yeah, kind of speaks to that response of Coach Johansson and how he's built this team. Of you lose probably the top back in the conference, and you plug a guy in who's become the top back in the conference.
Third down. Heavy set in there for South Dakota.
Penalty. Right tackle.
Full start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty.
Jacob Arope moved. Third down just got a little trickier.
If there's ever a snap in this ball game that Southern Illinois defensively needs to get a stop, it's right here.
We'll move the ball back to the 15-yard line.
All right, here it is. Crowd jolting back to life. High snap. Fletcher is stopped.
Carson Fletcher on the carry.
Timeout taken by SIU, and they force a field goal try by South Dakota with 1:12 left.
Timeout. Southern Illinois. Reset the game clock to 1 minute and 13 seconds.
Well played by Southern Illinois defensively there. Did what they had to do. Obviously, if they convert the field goal here, you've got 113 with no timeouts to at least put yourself in field goal position with a good field goal kicker for Southern Illinois. A guy who has some range, has the capability of making a long one.
Made that one from 53 at Purdue. Basket hand here for SIU, trying to get a paw on it. For the Coyotes, we've had one field goal operation go wrong, and now those nerves are turned up to 10.
Yeah. Ball on the left hash. Wind blowing from his left to right. You would think that he'd try and hit this thing right down the middle and not aim it, so to speak, play the wind. I don't know that the wind has that much effect coming from his back.
It's 31. Leyland, the redshirt senior, for the lead for the Coyotes. Snap, low, hold, good, kick, also good. Will Leyland delivers the lead for South Dakota with their backs against the wall.
The guy doing what he does, he's perfect on PATs. He's their short field goal kicker. Came in, did his job.
What a unique setup that is with two guys who just do their jobs. That's how Travis Johansson summed it up for us earlier this week. Two guys that know their roles. And look at the emotion.
It's always cool to see that out of a kicker because there's two types. There's football player types, and then there's the kind of whatever you want to call them, wacky guys that but you can tell they have a ton of trust in both those kickers doing what they're doing.
Saluki crowd with some shock in the air. They had control of this game. They led by 3 scores here in the second half, but they have let it slip away. They get the ball back with a chance to take the lead or tie it. Zeke Mata got that big driver. Drives it long. Vincent Davis will not give it a crack. He couldn't do it if he wanted to. Through the end zone onto the hill. So, SIU will start at the 25-yard line, and this is it. No margin for error, either on the playoff resume or now in this game. You gotta have it.
Yeah, I anticipate that you're going to see a lot of umbrella cover 2 coverage and if needed, they'll go to man under, 2 deep safety, and they're going to make Southern Illinois have to make a big-time play to move this ball down the field.
Williams on first down. Pressure coming. He escapes. He's going to run it. Williams goes down with the slide. Saluki's looking for the flag, and they're not going to get it. No time to complain about it. Got to get up and go. Under a minute to go. Williams, the all-conference level quarterback. Working through some technical difficulties here, and we're back. In case you missed it, Fabian McCray with a first down catch from DJ Williams. Saluki's now at midfield, timeout, South Dakota.
Yeah, really nice job. He ran what we call a 7-stop, which is a corner route that then he stops and got himself in a nice little pocket. DJ was able to deliver a ball that was catchable, and Southern Illinois has put themselves in a pretty good spot here with the time, 43 seconds left. Ton of time to move the ball on down the field and potentially take a couple shots at the end zone, or put yourself in a really good spot to kick a game-time field goal.
What a time that was for Fabian McCray's first catch of the game. Brotherly relationship with DJ Williams.
Yeah, and I imagine South Dakota is going to be a little more aggressive here in terms of trying to make DJ Williams uncomfortable and make a hard throw.
Showing rush. Here it comes. They rush 4. Williams looking down the field, looking for Vincent Davis, and it's short. Salukis wanted the flag. They did not get it. Penalty-free coverage by DeJuan Lewis.
Yeah, just a ball that if DJ Williams just lets that baby fly, even if it isn't caught, you're probably going to get the flag. But it was so underthrown that he did turn his head just slightly there at the end. That's what saved him getting flagged for that.
2nd and 10 from midfield.
Had a lot of grass to run there too.
2nd and 10. Williams looking for an option. It's out of a sack. He's going to run it. Williams looking for the sideline. He's going to get it. A little shy. Or no, it moves the chains. First down for SIU. Approaching that target yard line for Paul Halen. The 36 would be his season long.
Yeah, really nice job by Eddie Robinson, the running back, kind of screen blocking, letting DJ get to the boundary. They probably need about 19, 20 more yards to be comfortable here.
Williams almost lost the snap. Here comes the rush. He floats it out to Robinson. Breaks one tackle. Robinson gets to the sideline. What a play with no timeouts. That could have saved the drive.
Yes, big time. Big time throw, big time effort by DJ Williams. And then Eddie to get a little bit more out of it. Every yard's helpful here. You're probably looking at a field goal attempt here, in my opinion. Going to be right around 40 yards. Maybe 50.
16 seconds left. You got to be playing for the end zone or the sidelines at this point. Nothing in the middle.
Need about 15 more to be completely comfortable.
Jay Jones, bottom side of the field, caught a 60-yard bomb on the first drive. Williams throws. Schwindeman over the middle. Got to make something happen here. Schwindeman falls down. Clock is running. Saluki's got to clock it. It's a fire drill. Clock stopped. And SIU is going to be able to clock it.
Great execution there. South Dakota brought a late man blitz, and Schwindeman completely replaced that player, had grass in front of him, and really put him in a good spot here to convert on this field goal and send this thing to OT.
Ball inside the 20 at the 18-yard line for a 35-yard potential game-tying field goal for Paul Halen. The senior from the Netherlands, transferred in from William Jewell last year. Hasn't missed a point after this year. This one a little bit tougher. Timeout taken by South Dakota.
Boy, Coach Johansson, perfect timing on that. I mean, I'm watching it, snap, hold, kick, all looks good, and never even saw right before the snap he got the timeout. Put the freezer on him.
All right. Halen taking a minute to take some breaths. And these are situations you dream of if you're growing up as a kicker. Goodness.
Used to call it earning your scholarship money right here if you're Baylor.
Now it's maybe a little bit more.
Maybe.
In 2025. No matter how you put it, some significant marbles on the line. Salukis trying to keep their playoff hopes alive and send this thing to OT. Take two. Snap, hold, kick. It is good. Overtime in Southern Illinois. There are 2 seconds left. So, Salukis will have to kick it and execute a tackle.
Yeah. Great sign of a good football team has been able to respond in that situation, get done what you needed to get done just to get this thing back to overtime and give yourself a shot at a win.
And Saluki head coach Nick Hill is shouting at the box right now about the game clock. And he's chatting with one of our officials about the clock, I think, on that spike. He is not happy.
Yeah, I think it was late. It didn't get ran off and reset.
So that gives the Coyotes an opportunity to do a little something here before overtime.
Yeah, you probably kick this thing on the ground, make them field it, and head to OT.
So Halen probably feels a little calmer on this kick than the last one, would you say?
Yeah.
Lines up.
Clock should
It's a
run
ground
out
ball.
on touch.
And the Coyotes will fall on it. And the clock never ran.
Please reset the game clock to 1 second.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. They're going to give him a second.
How?
Can you
How?
believe this?
How does that happen?
Oh, my gosh.
I completely do not understand that.
Well, first, the clock didn't run all the way through on the field goal. Might have started a little bit late. And now they put a second on. But the Coyotes will take a knee, and it will not matter. We will indeed play overtime inside Saluki Stadium.
Wow, we've seen a little bit of everything, Larry. Little bit of everything. Great football game, man.
That brings us to the end of the
First overtime game for the Salukis since their playoff loss at Idaho back in 2023, a 20-17 loss way out west. We will step aside and come back with overtime football. What's better than this?
Here we go.
Back inside Saluki Stadium. Is anybody interested in free football?
Yeah.
34 apiece. Coin toss just executed. South Dakota wins it. They want to go on defense first. That's usually the strategy. And in case you need to review the study guide, here are the overtime rules. After our first overtime, you got to go for the 2-point conversion in the second one.
Yeah, you take them one snap at a time in overtime. You want to score and then defend and end it, because it gets quirky then if you go beyond that and you have to start pulling 2-point plays out of your bag, and you know you're right back out there because it flip-flops possession-wise after the first one.
So to recap what all has happened to get us here, in case you're just joining us, the Salukis led this game 31-14 in the third quarter. South Dakota responded by eventually taking the lead, scoring 13 points in the fourth quarter. Salukis' defense held them to a field goal on the drive that gave them the lead. SIU able to march down and kick a field goal to tie the game just before time expired in regulation.
Yeah, it's been very competitive, from playing ahead, playing from behind, playing in a tie, and here we go into overtime, 0-0 basically.
Two teams on the playoff bubble in overtime. SIU right now on the outside looking in. South Dakota in the first 4 on the border. Williams takes a shot to the end zone. Jay Jones, one play, a strike. Williams to Jones for the second time today.
If you're a Saluki fan, that's what you want to see. Go for the throw right out the gate. Great first down call. Little double move late in the route by Jay Jones, and a perfect ball by DJ. Put it right where it needed to be.
Another look. Just a beauty. Halen to line it up. Made that game-tying field goal to force overtime, and the extra point here is no problem. 41-34 lead. And now South Dakota and their veteran quarterback, Aiden Bauman, gets a chance at it.
If you're the Salukis on defense, you are selling out to stop the run, and you also have to have some type of a counter call defensively versus the naked boot, and defending that play that they've had success with all day, thrown to the tight end in the flat off of the naked, or catching Fenner running deep routes over the top of the coverage.
South Dakota has won their only overtime game this season, and won overtime against Northern Colorado. That was before their dramatic turnaround this season. They've won 5 of 6 games to play themselves back into the playoff picture. Now with their feet on the edge of the cliff, Bauman gives to Carson Fletcher. The freshman running back has been the go-to guy. LJ Phillips about to be on milk cartons around Vermilion. Haven't seen him in a bit.
Yeah, nothing has changed for South Dakota offensively. Inside zone, hand the ball off the tailback, get you 4, get you 5, keep moving the sticks, and then, you know, obviously in this situation, have to score a touchdown in the red zone.
Raucous crowd on its feet. Second down. Bauman, pressure coming. He has to dirt it. Jeremiah McClendon on the corner blitz.
Boy, great call by the defensive coordinator.
That's a good call.
Yes, South Dakota had went 3-by-1 to the field, left the corner an opportunity to cat blitz right off the edge, and he got up in Bauman's face quick.
Third down and 7. The Coyotes have had their backs against the wall all game. Can they execute in a similar spot in overtime? 7-13 on third down. Bauman gives to Fletcher, cuts upfield. Fletcher gets him close. It is going to be right there.
Going to be 4th and short. We've already seen them go into their bag on 4th and short and run the naked for a touchdown. This will be an interesting call here, whether they just try and get the first down and reload.
Bauman found Fenner at the back of the end zone. That was the touchdown that got him in position to tie the game.
I can't imagine them putting the ball in the air here. I think they're going to just hammer away at it. Phillips is in the game.
Sidecar with Bauman. Deep breath. Here we go. High snap. Fake end around. Throw to Phillips. It's complete. Phillips, full tank of gas into the end zone, and we play on.
Boy, another great call by South Dakota. Southern Illinois was bringing blitz pressure off the edge. Phillips ran flat route with hot eyes. Bauman delivered it, and they worked the rub real good right here. You can see it on the replay. Nice little rub. The linebacker who had Phillips in coverage got picked off.
Phillips says quiet now. Leyland does need to make the extra point, but he's been nearly automatic throughout his entire career on these. To officially send it to a second overtime, Leyland does it. Would you expect anything less?
No. And again, like, you get in these situations and now you're starting to get deep into your play call list, your situational play call list, your 2-point conversion call list, and both teams are pulling them out of the bag and executing them.
And South Dakota, look, again, this is their last regular season game. This is their last chance to put the polish on their playoff resume. A win probably locks them into the field. If they lose, there's still a chance, but it kind of gets murky going into that end of season bye week. Yeah. You've got nothing left to lose. You got to put it all out there now.
Yeah, and if there is an advantage in the overtime rules, is that like South Dakota right now goes right back on offense with the momentum of that great play for a touchdown, as opposed to having to go over there, sit, wait, see what happens again.
Get to ride the hot hand.
Yeah.
Make it, take it type of situation.
And defensively, you're riding that train, that roller coaster of like, man, we had them right where we wanted them, on a stop, 4th and short, and, all of a sudden, boom, we're right back where we started. Responses are huge here, both ways, offensively and defensively, to what happened in the previous possession.
So 1st and down, 1st and 10 for South Dakota. Their offense right back out there with Aiden Bauman. You ask L.J. Phillips, he said about his quarterback, that's someone we'd all run through a wall for. He's a Coyote legend. That's what folks think of this quarterback. Continuing to build the legend today. They can complete this comeback. High snap, give to Phillips, and he is met. Andrew Bame, Colin Bohannock there to bring him down.
Nice stop by both those linebackers, and should be nice stops because you know what's coming. That was outside zone again, straight up. Nice run through, great one-on-one tackle, minimum gain.
That was Bohannock. Solo tackle. 2nd down. Fenner, top of the formation. 2 touchdowns today. Bauman back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Throw over the middle and complete. Over the hands of Tyson Bowes. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, boy, in the back end there for Southern Illinois, Vinny Pierre might have got his eyes on it just a little bit late, but that was an interception opportunity there on that high throw by Bauman.
Threw an interception earlier. His first one since the NDSU game. USD has been a different team since that NDSU game. They've won 5 of 6. Back-to-back top 10 wins. All that out the window now, though. Gotta execute. 3rd down. Bauman throwing to the sideline with Fenner, and he reels it in. Are you kidding? Lorenzo Fenner, crafty. 3 touchdowns for the redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, just another route, throw, catch. Fenner does such a really good job late in that route. He got a little bit of bump. You can see it right here at the end. He gets a little seal right there at the end to create enough space that he could make the catch. And the ball was well delivered. Just a straight go route, one-on-one.
This crowd has gotten quiet all of a sudden, but play like this could win you the game. Got to go for 2 now in the second overtime.
Yeah, huge right here to get a stop to put yourself in a position to win it with your possession.
Does it go to anybody but Phillips? We'll find out. Play action. Bauman throwing for the tight end. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Jesse Miller extends for the 2-pointer.
There was that same naked bootleg. Got the ball to the tight end. Big body tight end, 6'6", 255. And, that ball was coming out early. That ball was coming out early.
All right, well, friends in the replay booth are probably giving that a look.
Yeah, because not so much for the catch, but for the touchdown, because that ball's coming out before his body ever hits the pylon.
Going on the field, his runner reached the line for a 2-point try. That play is under further review.
Here's another look. Wow, that one's close.
Vinny Pierre and his darndest.
And the back end of that is, does it get fumbled out of the end zone? Because irregardless, it's a catch, but the conversion part of it is big there. If that ball was loose and he didn't get it to the pylon, that's not a 2-point conversion there. I'm not a certified official, but I'm saying that is not.
I don't know. I have a hard time seeing them overturn this.
Because until he hits the pylon here, Larry, that ball's loose right there.
And you see the elbow down short.
Yeah. I think they got to turn that one over.
But will they have indisputable evidence? I don't know.
Never know about the angles in the valley, what they're actually seeing and looking at. That's just based off of what we got. So here's the catch. Obviously a catch. And at that point right there, that ball is starting to come loose.
And right about there, he's reaching for it. It's out right there.
Yeah, and that's not possession breaking the plane. That ball is loose at that point. I think they got to turn this over.
In case you just hopped in with us, this is a 2-point try review. We're in our second overtime in Carbondale.
The hard thing about these is, from a coaching standpoint, the longer they take, the better they usually aren't. And that one took a while.
All right.
After review, the call on the field of a 2-point try is upheld. The try is good.
Oh, my God.
I hear you, Pat, but
Boy,
I just don't know how you can overturn that. That evidence doesn't look like enough to me.
Yeah, I disagree with you there. I thought that one was pretty plain and cut. Other than seeing that maybe on the catch part, he broke it prior to actually getting to the pylon. That could have been the take right there, Larry. Good call.
All right. So SIU, either way, gets the ball back. Need a touchdown and a 2-pointer to get this thing to a third overtime. Williams steps up, floats it for Vincent Davis. He makes the catch. Punch for punch. We go.
Beautiful call, throw, route, matchup. Really nice job offensively by Southern Illinois. But here's your season right here. You got to convert, keep it tied.
And you can hear the crowd kind of slowly come to that realization where they're nervous again.
Yeah. Here's the replay. Nice pocket, great moonshot, super route by Vincent Davis. Really good execution offensively there by Southern Illinois.
For the season for SIU, timeout taken by South Dakota.
interesting with that timeout, obviously Coach Johansson taking the opportunity to see the formation and the personnel that Southern Illinois has on the field, but then to reiterate, if they do come out something different out of this timeout, how they're going to play that. You know, are they going to pressure this? Are they going to play it base and just try and, you know, they're going to try and take certain things away? Obviously, with Southern Illinois, DJ Williams is going to have a hand in whatever kind of play this ends up being, whether it's a +1 quarterback run, it's a, you know, get him out on the perimeter, run pass option type thing.
Well, Nick Hill told us this week, big-time players want to be in these games and make plays, and that's what we've got to have on Saturday. Bet he's imagining a scenario like this with his quarterback, DJ Williams. Got to have it, 2-point conversion to keep the playoff hopes alive. Williams will throw it for the back of the end zone. Schwindeman wide open. Onward. 3 overtimes in Carbondale.
Wow. Really nice job on the rub route to free Schwindeman up, getting back over the top. You can see right there, see the in route by Jay, and then the little sit down route. Everybody jumped on that, allowed Schwindeman to get to the back of the end zone and be wide open. Really good play call, execution. And here we go again, Larry. We're still tied. And Southern Illinois gets to keep the hot hand, go right back out there, see if they can do it again.
My goodness, you just got to take a minute to catch your breath.
Yeah. and these are, for players, these are the kind of games you love playing in, because if you love football, you're having fun out there, and you're not looking at past results. You're looking at, hey, this play that's coming right here is the biggest one of the year. And that's what college football is all about.
I mean, you know, Pat, my mind, when you talk about the quarterback matchup, I kind of think back to the 2016 Big 12 title game. You got Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield, Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's the kind of level of play that we've seen from both quarterbacks today.
Yeah. And all the heaviness that's hanging over whoever does win this in terms of playoff ramifications and actually getting to that point where you're in the dance.
Now we alternate 2-point conversions. So forget the 25-yard line.
And this is something that you've worked on and talked out and have planned from the offseason on.
Lem Wash is the back. Williams throws. It's batted down. And USD will have a chance to win it on a 2-point try.
There's that guy. We haven't called his name almost all day. Caden Crawford got up the field on a little twist and knocked that ball down. Talked about him being a game wrecker. But now you got to get a great response. Here it is right here. You can see him coming from the right side of the defense.
Bam.
Bam. Just beat his dude inside.
Lukey's, go ahead.
Got to have a huge response out of your defense right here.
It's all on the table. 49 all. You get into the end zone, and South Dakota gets in the playoffs. Bauman, 3-year starter. Coyote legend. Timeout taken by SIU, and they were about to pull something out of their back pocket.
Really good timeout by Coach Hill right there. South Dakota went tackle over. They brought big 75 over to the left side, so they were heavy to that side, and they may have been setting up a little handoff, reverse back out the back door the other way. So I think that was a great timeout right there by Southern Illinois' defense to, like, hey, let's get all our cards square. If they come back out in that and they're going to run that, which that's always, from a coaching standpoint, that's always a situation you get into. It's like, hey, they saw what we're, personnel formation we're in. Do we want to go with the same call, having them seen it, or do we want to go to something else? And, it all comes back to that list. If that's what you've been repping all year, your decision's made. Yeah, we're going to run that. We're going to run that. That's been on sheet for the whole year.
This is a group on offense that has taken a little time to find its rhythm. Bauman came back, had the weight of the world on him as the team struggled in the early going, then eventually got the train rolling in the right direction. And they found themselves here.
Yeah,
3 yards between them and the playoffs.
Yeah, he's a quarterback that played into the semis last year.
Yep.
So from a pressure standpoint, he'd been there, done that.
It doesn't get bigger than this in the regular season. Here we go. After SIU's timeout, Bauman sends Bryant in motion. Bauman will pass. Clean pocket to the end zone.
Nope.
He's out of bounds. Incomplete.
So here we go. I lost count. What is this, 3?
This is the third.
Third overtime. Here we go. Really good defense. Really good defense by Southern Illinois right there. Being sticky and staying with people.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is alternating 2-point tries.
Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
All right. Another look.
Nope.
Yeah, and look, if you can't overturn that last call, there's no way you overturn that.
No, just the position of his foot on the back line, irregardless of what color shoes he's got on, had to have a half a foot, a toe in the white. Again, that's my opinion from watching what we've got up here. And a pretty definitive call. Wow. Unless you can look right down that back line with camera angle, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. Looking at that foot from Tyson Bowes, that looks like it's on the white. But what a throw that was from Bauman. Gave his guy a chance.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of the Kansas City Baltimore Ravens game where the guy had black shoes on instead of white shoes, and it was a toe.
All right, so we're looking at probably a fourth overtime where, again, South Dakota will...
After review, ruling of an incomplete pass is upheld.
There it is. And we will have a fourth overtime. And South Dakota will stay on. And this is where SIU has that advantage turned back towards the home team.
Yep. And we're about due, I was just going to ask you, we're about due to see who actually runs the ball in this situation first.
And I'm kind of surprised that South Dakota hasn't run it yet.
I'm with
That's their
you.
bread and butter.
I'm with you.
Hell, they're
3
likely going to
tight
run it now.
3
Phillips
tight
out of the
ends.
Wildcat. Bauman at the top of the screen, going deep into the bag. He hands off. Bryant reversing back. It's chaos. Bryant making the defense look like a corn maze. He finds his way in.
Wow, I was shocked right there that they didn't throw a clip on, I believe it was Colin Bohannick there, trying to pursue it down. He might have got his head in front, but boy, it was right there on the verge of that. But what a play. What a play by him. Completely reverses field, broke two arm tackles, and then but right here, well, that's close.
Wow. What a play. Tennell Bryant, the transfer from Arkansas State, makes it happen. All right, SIU needs to respond. Fourth overtime.
2 tight end personnel in the game for Southern Illinois right here.
Salukis on their heels. Williams missed the last 2-pointer. Defense came through for him.
South Dakota takes their final timeout.
South Dakota takes a timeout.
30-second timeout.
The rules are that each team only gets 1 timeout.
That's what Coach Hill is talking to.
They've already used a
the
timeout.
line judge.
And I think Coach Hill has a right to be upset. Where did this timeout come from? You know, if we had a rules official, this is where we'd bring them in, but you know, we don't have one of those. Pat, you're our rules official. Where'd that timeout come from?
Yeah, when they went to this alternating 2-point thing, it got squirrely.
In the live stats, it says South Dakota now has -1 timeouts. So we're not crazy.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know what the ruling on that is and what Coach Hill is trying to get across.
I think the officials lost track of how many timeouts there were. That or they didn't know the rule. Al Weideman in motion. Williams will keep. Williams has some blockers. Williams is in. DJ Williams will not let his playoff hopes go by the wayside.
Yeah, and a really good run there. It wasn't super clean, but he was patient, got in behind some blockers, and then, you know, big body, he pushed it on in. You see it here. Straight +1 run. Had the left tackle out in front, and he just kind of rode his back and drove it in. But we just talked about that, Larry. You know, you're deep into your bag at 2-point conversions, and you know, at what point are you going to go back to pure offensive calls? And you saw it both times there. South Dakota trying to do the jet sweep, and then Southern comes back with +1 quarterback run.
Well, high five, partner. 5 overtimes.
Yeah.
Ever seen one of these?
I've seen them. I've never been a part of one, so to speak.
Right there with you. Your SIU, do you try your luck at a timeout? Once you get on defense?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm baffled on that. Like if that's a blatant miss by the officials or that there's just some misunderstanding of timeout rules within multiple overtime sessions.
All right, so the Salukis start off this 5th overtime. Chance to put them in the driver's seat for the first time in OT. For the first time since the first OT. McCray in motion. It's a give. It's a fake. Throw is incomplete. McCray was open. Williams left him short, and it comes down to the defense for SIU and the offense for USD once more.
Yeah, just really disheartening for DJ Williams because that was a miss. That was just a poor throw. He had him open with space over in the back corner.
He just kind of short-armed it.
Yeah, kind of short-armed it, kind of aimed it a little bit. If he'd have just stuck it on his face mask, they get it. So back to the defense for Southern Illinois. They got to come up with a play, try and spike it, get pressure on the quarterback. Looks like South Dakota's probably going to try and ram this thing in on the ground.
For a playoff berth, Bauman throwing the fade route. It's Fenner! The catch to send South Dakota back into the postseason.
For a 2-point conversion.
What a comeback. What a win. What a season for the Coyotes, and they'll play on.
That's the end of the game.
Boy, Fenner was the guy. I mean, that great back shoulder throw, great route. I mean, that is tough to stop right there when you get matched up one-on-one.
A stunner. If you're SIU, an absolute heartbreaker.
Yes, and somebody's got to win it, somebody's got to lose it, and big-time players make big-time plays and big games, and that one to finish it was big time right there.
And Aiden Bauman decided pretty much right after they got eliminated in the semifinals last year that he was going to come back. He posted a video on Instagram putting the Coyotes hat on. He said, "Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm coming back." He's a little bit like the Jelly of the Month Club for USD. It's the gift that keeps on giving all year round.
Yeah, and the fact is that game went down the wire. They had trust in him. They threw the ball more than they ran the ball, kind of going against their MO in those critical situations. I mean, just straight drop back, hey, let him deal it.
Yeah,
and he did a good job with it.
Looks like Taylor Lawrence has. We will step aside for a quick break. We'll hear from Taylor Lawrence with Aiden Bauman shortly. Standing by with our player of the game, 3-year starter, and tonight's hero, Aiden Bauman.
Thanks, guys. Yes, I'm here with South Dakota's quarterback, Aiden. Congrats on the win. This was such an insane game. So many overtimes. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. You know, that was a fun game, to be honest, but really proud of our team and the fight that we had today.
And I know you mentioned to me a little ago that next week is your bye week. What are you looking forward to communicate with your teammates to focus on the bye week to look forward to your next game?
Yeah, well, we fought for a spot in the playoffs now, so obviously, you know, rest and recover and get guys healthy, but you know, be ready for whoever we're going to get the next week and be ready to play really well.
Well, thank you so much, Aiden. I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Taylor. Next game, playoffs for Aiden Bauman. He did not let his career end today in Carbondale. 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, a career day. All right, that'll about do it for our football coverage this season in Carbondale. I want to thank our entire hardworking crew that put in a lot of hard work all season long. For Taylor Lawrence, for Pat Poore, I'm Larry Larson saying so long from Saluki Stadium, where South Dakota wins it 53-51 in 5 overtimes. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other productions on our ESPN family of networks, log on to watchespn.com or download the Watch ESPN app. This has been a presentation of The Valley on ESPN. Good night, everybody.